master of disguise. Zartan changes color right before your eyes. Zartan. Introducing Zartan. Zartan changes color in sunlight.
There's Zartan! He's escaping in the chameleon! Let's go get him! Yo, Joe!
But Zartan has a disguise.
Where's Zartan?
I don't know any Zartan.
Zartan changes color in sunlight, and Zartan comes with the chameleon. Other figures and equipment each sold separately from Hasbro.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Long time listener, first time caller.
First time
Caller.
First time caller.
After downloading the free Discord app, use the invite link in the description or scan this QR code with your phone to be taken to the Beyond Wednesdays Discord server.
First time listener, long time caller.
There you will see the Modern Comic Mayhem category on the left with the call-in waiting room. Join that call-in waiting room, set up your camera and your mic, and have your questions ready.
Call me now!
Muscle Invasion Update. Scientists discover muscle things have come to wrestle. America's only host, the Battle and Belt, and the Wrestling Ring.
He moves left. He's hooked one. Into the Battle and Belt it goes. He's got another. Folks, this wrestling ring may save the world. One more to go. He's got him. It's Battle and Belt. Oh, hard-knocking rockin' ring. Battle and Belt. Muscle figure packs each sold separately. New from Mattel. Can you save the world?
Battle Beast wood! Fire! Fire burns wood! Battle Beast fire! Water! Water puts out fire! Battle Beast water! Wood! Wood beats water! Battle Beast! Battle for the fun of it! Just activate their battle badges.
I got fire! I got water! Water beats fire!
Battle Beast!
Wood! Fire! Fire beats wood!
Battle Beast can grow into an army! Collect all 84. Battle Beast!
The following program deals with a controversial
Subject.
The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
These guys are jokers here. What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another Wednesday night on Beyond Wednesdays. We got the crew here. We got Clutch. We got Leg. We got Hood. We got Yee. We got some fun things to talk about. We've got Ahsoka, New York Comic Con, a little bit of a market report, and yeah, whatever else pops up. So,
Redhood reading my mind right before we started.
Yep, I know, dude. I know. I'm trying to curtail it. It's only my Wednesdays and Saturday shows now, so I need to make it just my Saturday shows where we have the pre-sesh. But it makes the live shows so much better for me. Let's just say that. What up, everybody in the live chat? 62 watching us live. Thanks for everybody that hung out backstage in the pre-show sesh. If you guys want to hang out with us, we hang out in the Discord during the pre-shows, and then Saturday nights we usually hang out in this Discord after the shows for quite some time. Sometimes 20 people show up. It's pretty interesting. So
really mayhem.
Yeah, it is mayhem. Yeah. Fucking.
I gotta start seeing if you guys are still on when I get the fuck home.
Oh, you should, bro, because we probably.
Dude, oh God, you don't know what you'll get out of me.
It's like the after party, right?
Yeah.
It's that after party.
There it goes, dude. Yeah, I showed up on Drunken Chat sometimes when I shouldn't have. I'll tell you that. I'll be like, wait, I was on YouTube last night?
People jumping in and out of hot tubs, like jumping on the screen.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe I'll join from the hot tub.
Yeah,
Why do
just
I
about
feel like you've
everywhere
done
else
that?
we've been joined from before, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys all see Ahsoka?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Good.
Oh,
I know I'm a
Clutch
naughty
did.
kid. I did not watch it. I've seen episodes 1 and episodes 5, but I've seen nothing else.
Oh, okay.
But feel
Oh,
free.
so-
Like I'm good. Like I'm not worried about
so,
any spoilers.
So
like,
you're
head
missing
away.
quite the
Man,
gap.
that's what the way I used to act in school. I went to periods 1 and I went to period 5. That's the way I used to be in school.
Hell yeah.
All right. So basically, a lot of cool stuff went down this episode. It is the finale episode. I've got to go grab something here in a little bit while you guys are talking about it. But we basically got the what up, Nate? We got the we got the giveaway on the Night Troopers, right? And we all kind of figured what was going on with the Night Troopers, so it was pretty cool how we got that. The reason why I bring that up is, have you guys? I mean, I think those Night Troopers are probably one of the coolest things in the show, right? Am I wrong about that?
No.
Yeah.
I love them. Yeah, I can't wait till they come up with Black Series figures of like 4-packs where they're all kind of looking different or whatever.
Well, have you guys
fucking
ever
zombified
seen this?
Star Wars, bro?
Well, have you guys ever seen this? I went to go grab. I wanted to grab mine before the show. It's down in my one of my entertainment center display things. But check this shit out. A lot of people don't know about this. This is the Entertainment Earth. They did a full-size statue and a bust of what they called Death Troopers, which were zombie stormtroopers. Dude, these things are so badass. You can take off the helmets and stuff. Let me see here. Why doesn't it show any good pictures? This has some really, really cool pictures on it, or stuff with it. You could take this part of the mask off and it's got a zombie, thing below it. Let me see if I can find some better pictures.
Yeah, I got this guy right here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
hold
man.
on, Clutch. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Yep.
Walking Dead
Out of
Troopers.
focus, but
Focus.
this is the Gentle Giant.
Yep.
Number 5 of 620.
What year did that come out? That was a while back, right?
2012.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Here's another picture of the zombie trooper. You can see if we can get a little. I don't know why it won't go big on that, but
But you could see kind of under the face too.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like some of the zombie troopers or Night Troopers, like where you could see the exposed skin, whereas it was undead like that too.
Bro, you see Thrawn had all those bodies, dude. He's ready to go, bro.
I missed the skin. I saw the eyes. I saw the eyes lit up, but I didn't see the skin in the show.
It was like with the
at the end,
the troopers with the troopers with the metal armor and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, the dark black armor. So basically, it starts off and we get a cool freaking moment with Ezra creating a lightsaber. Right? He's like, I gotta make a lightsaber really quick. That was super cool. And then, what's that robot's name?
Hu Yang.
Hu Yang. Thank you, Hu Yang. And then when when Ezra tells him that Kanan was his, master, and then Hu Yang, that was a cool moment. That was a great little fan service moment. I think that's probably two of my biggest things. One of my two biggest things is the fan service moments to Clone Wars and Rebels are so great. They're so good. And then that was pretty cool. Let's see here. What else after that?
I thought the part where Hu Yang, when he mentioned Kanan being his master, the fact that he knew it was Caleb Dune because he called him Caleb. So just like that little part. And then when Sabine is in the doorway and they're talking about, putting the lightsaber together, and that's when Hu Yang lets him know about what happened with the Empire and how they destroyed Mandalore. Because in Rebels, you meet Tristan, Sabine's brother, and her mom and her dad. They're all gone.
And then when he's mentioning to her that how Anakin always stood by her side, that type of thing, how important that is, basically letting her know, letting Sabine know, like, that is important to Ahsoka. Like, you want to get on Ahsoka's good side, here you go. Which it should be important to anybody, right? You want your best friend, your brother, your sister, whoever, to stand by you no matter what, even when, as we'll see later on the line, But
I wish they showed a little bit more with Shin Hatai and Baylan.
Yeah.
On this last one.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah. That was I thought we were going to get an ending.
I was listening to a bunch of reviews that felt like Ahsoka and the way she was played, that it was kind of like
cold.
Yeah, but like when you're a fully trained Jedi, you're not excitable. You're not a Padawan learner. You're not fighting the good side or the bad, or like you're at peace with yourself, kind of like Qui-Gon, kind of like Obi-Wan. They're not exciting, bro.
Yeah,
they are just
they're void
at
of
peace.
emotions. Yeah.
Right, they're at peace, and that's what you're getting, man. Like, so I don't know what people wanted from Ahsoka. If you wanted that Ahsoka you can go see in Clone Wars.
They want the
when
Clone
she was
Wars.
a little girl,
like the Rebels version. She's much calmer. I mean, just she's older, she's more mature.
So no, I was just gonna say, if you already know that going into it, you'll deal with the show a lot better. It's like people that don't know Star Wars are judging it, thinking, why, it's like, I want to see more from Ahsoka, and I go, you're not gonna get that much more from a fully trained Jedi that is like a master, bro. Like,
yeah, but think of any other master in any like samurai or kung fu movie. You know what I mean? They're not the ones running wild. Like, on the
stoic.
streets.
There you go.
Yeah.
What does Thrawn say to her? Because he tries to bring up Anakin about, hey, there's another side to you. Is there another side to you like there is to Anakin? I don't know exactly what the line was, but
he was trying to debate her, to get her mad and that. So I thought that was pretty cool, man. I thought the whole episode was really, really good. They start off with the fan service right away, like we talked about. Them getting to the fortress was interesting, but I thought also the part with Morgan Elsbeth, where they're making her a night sister, basically, right?
Yeah.
Or is she a night sister at that point?
Crazy. They give her
Mother Talzin's sword.
Yeah, that was cool, bro.
That was awesome.
Or I guess like possess her. Would that be the best way to describe it?
Well,
could be,
because it kind of like they possessed her, but it's
like they converted her from her like her normal consciousness.
I bet she comes back zombified, bro.
She could. No, she's still in that world. She's not going to come back. She's not on the ship anymore.
No, but like Baylan and what's her face and Ahsoka, they're still all on there, man. We got to wait for fucking whales to come pick them up. Call it Uber, the Uber whale.
Oh, Sabine's still out there. Yeah.
The ending kind of was interesting, where they didn't show anything about Shin Hati. Is it Shin Hati? Is that how you say it?
I don't. That's what I didn't know either.
Yeah.
Did they ever say her name actually on the show? Because
he says Shin, but I don't think they ever said the last name. But just from hearing it before, like Baylan's skull and skull, like skull with an O, and then Shin Hati.
Okay. So Baylan. You see Baylan standing on that god. What are those gods called from Rebels?
Because it's the father, the son, and the daughter, the Mortis episodes. But the daughter is not there.
The daughter's not there because she's in the owl, right?
But the owl is there.
Because she saved Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So you got the owl, which is part of the... What are they called? Mortis?
Yeah, the episodes are called Mortis. I don't know if that... I think that may have been the world they were in. Because it was the son, the daughter, and the father, but I think the planet was Mortis.
Yeah. So whatever those god characters are that were like gods that they wanted Anakin to take over for them, you know.
The dad.
Yeah. So you see that dad statue, Balin's standing on it at the end.
Yeah.
And then that's very interesting. So you know something's going to happen with the world between worlds, and that's how they get out of there, or that type of stuff. So
it's gotta be.
They're Mortis gods. Thank you, Mortis gods. Did
you guys think when Sabine Wren used the Force to grab the lightsaber that should have been played up a little bit more?
I think that she should have not been able to do it. She pulled out her blasters and used her blasters.
Yeah, but like
should have been an Indiana Jones
you knew
moment.
it was going to be a thing. She's working on it, you know. But
I thought
like,
they
if
did
they're
kind
going
of
to do that, and you know, like that's always a big moment in Star Wars. Like I remember Luke hanging upside down when he first uses telekinesis to grab the saber. Like, I mean, that's always been a big deal, and I don't think they played that up enough, you know. So
I mean, they built it up from the beginning, though. Like when Ahsoka accepted her to be her apprentice again, and then she had been training until that moment, and then Ahsoka had that last moment prep talk before like all the actions started happening, to like that it didn't matter about her lightsaber, but it mattered about her mind and her training.
Did you like the music?
Yeah,
score was
I
good.
did. I thought throughout all of the episodes, I thought the music was good.
I like that Sabine got her Silent Bob moment with the lightsaber.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I was talking about, right? Even that felt like a bigger moment, bro. When Kevin Smith got it, dude.
Dude, I was just feeling. Yeah, I was like, all right.
Well, how come no one's ever happy to see Ezra, even like this episode?
Bro, I thought we would have.
Chopper?
I didn't know who he was.
Chopper was excited.
Well,
Chopper was excited.
Either.
That was a cool moment with Chopper. Another fan moment.
Because no one else knew who that stormtrooper was, and then Chopper knew instantly.
Sucked, man. Ezra sucks, bro.
But I thought Hera would at least get excited, and she just kind of stood there like.
She's the first one to pull a gun.
Yeah. Who's this Jesus fucker here, man?
It's tough.
So he looks like Jesus of Nazareth, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. What are we doing, man?
Here's
he was on the space opioids. I mean, look at those eyes, right?
Dude, that's badass right there. I don't care what anybody says. That's badass.
Is that Catwoman in the middle?
Yeah, right there. No, that's Blue Beetle.
That's the son.
Oh,
yeah.
Batgirl.
Blue Beetle.
Yeah, this is the daughter right here. She has no head. That's badass,
looks
dude.
like Brian Doyle Murray, right?
What is he? I wonder who they're gonna have play him, because a lot of people are saying that they could get who's the dude that played Sabretooth?
Liev Schreiber.
Yeah, Liev Schreiber to play him.
What are you talking about? They're just gonna get a body double and then CGI his face, AI his face on there. Like, I mean, they did it for how many other Star Wars characters already?
Yeah. So bottom line, this is how we end. It ends with everybody's stuck on that planet except Thrawn and Ezra. Isn't that pretty interesting? Everybody's stuck on that planet except Thrawn and Ezra, the two who were stuck on it for millennia. Or however fucking long years, but now they're all stuck there, and we see Balin standing on the old god, Mount Rushmore of the old gods, and then the owl shows up and tells Ahsoka, "Hey, we got you," and that's where it ends. So, how long are we gonna wait for another season of Ahsoka? That's what I want to know. What are the odds?
Never tell me the odds.
18 months.
18 months, you think so? I think it's more than 18 months.
I mean, look, actors are still on strike. You got, that's going to take a minute. Even then, once you spin things up, like everyone's got to get back on their schedules for the other projects they got. So, everything got punted.
Yeah.
The writers got more bad stuff to write. You know, it's like.
I remember like TV shows used to come out like once a year. You got new episodes, you know, they took like they went for like half a year and then they got a half a year off, and you know, next season it was like every season you got every year you got a new season, NYPD Blue or The West Wing or something, you know what I mean? They don't do that with TV shows anymore, do they? Or at least the Netflix ones.
You used to get like 27 episodes for every show, dude.
Yeah.
Bryan, like for the life of me, like with writers and actors and comic book writers and artists, like, do they have agents? Because like if I'm an agent for somebody and they like write a hit book or write a hit TV show, like certainly there's some kind of bonuses in there or something, right? Or absolutely not.
What do you mean?
You know,
Say that
like,
again? Like
okay, so like if I write a comic book, right, and I work for Marvel, like, is there something in my contract that if this book is a fucking hit, do I get a bonus? Like, who's working up these contracts? Who's
like if a running back gets so many yards?
Agents?
Yeah,
yeah.
I would
do they
assume
have comic book writers? Do they have an agent? Like, because everybody said we make no money, and my you know, I think of Aja when they used all his
Hawkeye
stuff. Like, you know, if you put that in your contract, well, a lot of books aren't hits. So, like, you know, it's for Marvel, it's a pretty good deal. You know what I mean? So, like, instead of just having all of the, you know, these great writers leave Marvel because they're disenchanted with the whole process. Like, who's
what are
working
those
up
called?
the contracts?
Those are called something like in sports. They're called
incentives.
Incentives. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, from my side, like sometimes you do, right, and it takes a minute for you to get to that level where you can get that type of stuff in your contract. You know, if you want to get, you know, performance bonuses based on how well a book does. Like some people do get that written in, and it all depends upon who you are. Like if you are a guy just starting out, you ain't getting jack shit because you're like every other creator who's like, hey, I just want to get in there. I just want to scrap. So it takes a minute for you to build up that stuff, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But like for Marvel's standpoint, like if you're a new writer, I mean, you just have that just in case. Like, more often than not, it's not going to be a hit because it's your first work, and you know what I mean. And you don't have that cachet to get a bunch of people buying that title and get all the YouTube talking about it and all that. You know what I mean? But
yeah, they should give incentives for award-winning stories. That's a great thing. Like there should. Well, maybe there is. Is there money? If you win an Eisner Award, do you get money? Clutch? No.
That's unacceptable.
You have to pay for your own beers at the Eisners, man.
That's the problem. That's the problem with the industry, because like if there were those incentives, like you would have people working a little bit harder, you know, and pushing the envelope. And not to say they don't work hard right now, because, you know, I have all respect for the artists and writers, but I think that they need some to incentivize these artists and writers to get the best quality out of the product.
I think I would go on the other way, man, because it's hard. Like Marvel and DC, they're so big, they don't need to pay top guys, right? Like people aren't necessarily things are shifted, right? So they're not. You don't have to have a massive name on a Spider-Man book for it to sell good numbers. You can, and it'll do great. For most part, like you just get, you know, some slapdick artist out there who's not like, you know, who's a mid-tier guy. Like you're still going to sell almost as many copies as you would if you sold, you know, a bigger one, right? It's,
you know, that's very dangerous, because the last time I heard that was the Chicago Cubs were the lovable losers for over 100 years. People would sell out the outfield because they were the Cubs, and everybody wanted to be, you know, there in the summertime with their shirt off and Harry Carey there, but they never won. And so if you're an owner, said, man, I'm selling out this place and I don't have to sign any free agents. People are still going to come. But at the end of the day, like, is that what we're doing here? Because Spider-Man is Spider-Man. We could put Joe Schmo on Spider-Man because it's still going to sell. That's, that's pretty bad.
I mean, I think they do put top talent on the top books, right? That is the thing. But they don't, I mean, you don't have to give all the crazy incentives to get newer talent. Like, these guys are hungry, they're trying to do stuff. And so that's kind of the model, right? So if you, at the end of the day, if you want to get, you want to get the most money out of it, you do creator owned, you own your stuff, right? That everyone in this room knows, like, you own your stuff, you're going to make the most at the end of the day. You're going to take it home.
Right.
Maybe don't sell as much, but you're going to take home more. So, I think
you get to create, and then you get to create something original that comes from your own mind as well, too.
Absolutely. But also, like, people go to Marvel to get the rub, right? Because, hey, man, like, I'm going to get an extra, 100,000, 200,000 people are going to check out this Spidey book, and they're going to see me doing this for, a year. And then I'm going to have an awesome, at the end of this run, I'm going to have a cool trade paperback on the shelves that people are going to pick up and buy. I'm going to get royalties on that down the line. Like, and then I can go back and do my own book because I bring that audience back to me. Like, everyone wants to do it, So, I mean, but going back to the thing about, like, performance bonuses, like, it's just not, it happens for some people, but it doesn't happen for everyone. So it all really depends upon, who you are, how you can work your deal. A lot of people do have agents. They have lawyers who look over the contracts and stuff, but it's just not the norm in the industry. And, until something seismic changes, it's not going to switch over.
That makes sense.
I'd love it to be. I'd love for creators to get paid a ton, but also at the end of the day, man, like, we know, like, comics isn't the most lucrative profession, man. Like, I've seen comic writers who are just like, F this, I'm going to go write, episodic shows for TV, I'm going to make more money in a writer's room than I am going to write comics, and I'm not going to get my heart broken. It happens all the time.
Doing it
sucks.
Yep. Have more fun doing it too. What is, I wish Matt would put out, I know Matt from Cover Price put out his NYCC or his San Diego Comic-Con list for San Diego for all his, the variants. I wish he'd put out one for NYCC. Has anybody know if he's done that yet? I can't find it. Have you heard anything about that?
I don't think he has yet. He's okay. This will still be a time. I'd imagine it'd become the beginning of the week. I don't think he had it till like maybe Tuesday of San Diego.
It was, I think it was like maybe 2 days before.
Yeah,
maybe 2 days before.
Yeah.
Well,
and it gets, and the thing fluctuates so much. I wish there was like if you're there, you wish there was something, so you could keep up with to try to get the stuff instead of getting the same lines every day or talk to the same people,
Well, speaking of Ahsoka, there's a ton of Ahsoka variants for NYCC, and here's some of the Ahsoka stuff that if you guys are there, there's a fig pen that they're doing. So if you collect fig pens, they have the Ahsoka fig pen. They have the hologram or the Force Ghost Yoda, which is pretty cool. I hope it glows. But they're both limited to 1,000. Fig pens are very collectible. We're gonna get the is this Okazaki Yoda again. You always know Okazaki Yoda because he has that crazy head. Look at that thing. So there's all three of those. You guys want that? What is this? The Living Force book poster book by Penguin Random House. Okay. You got the Mandalorian Season 2, number 5. Yeah, Adi Grana variant.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so dope.
It's beautiful. Then you got this one right here, another Ahsoka variant from Kale New.
Oh, the background's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And then you got this one right here, High Republic number 10 sketch variant by Miko Suyan.
I don't really like that.
What do you call those things on her head, Nate?
Oh, you got me. It's
are they sensitive or what?
It's supposed to enhance their force powers.
Got
what it is.
Really?
I Yeah, something like that.
I know
that doesn't even look like Ahsoka.
They're called tails, right?
I don't remember what they're called.
Because I know like
she's got
people
3
on
tails.
Ryloth, like Hera and Bib Fortuna, they have like she's got something different. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I kind of looked this up because
The
I was
type
trying
of
to figure
ears.
out if she was the same
They are
as the general.
montrals. Here we go. They're montrals, Montrals. Ahsoka and the species she belongs to have hollow horns called montrals to intercept vibrations in the air and transmit them to the brain. In other words, the headdress are a type of like force-sensitive ears.
Ah, okay.
So there you go. Shock T has them. Also, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh wow. Yeah, that's super cool, dude. The things you learn. Whoa, they even have. Never mind. What is that?
Hey, Nate brought up Bib Fortuna. Like, what did he do to R2 to tickle the fucker, dude? You remember in Return of the Jedi where he's like caressing him and shit like that, and R2's like what kind of power is that, dude? Where he's able to like finger a droid, you know?
That's a lot, man.
Look at this. Are you kidding me? I mean, I know Star Wars is crazy, but they have like intricate body things of the different species. Jesus, dude.
Don't tell me you didn't take a Star Wars anatomy class in high school.
This has got to be AI, right? Somebody probably just put this into AI. That's got to be AI.
Well, what's up with the little ears? Does Ahsoka have the little ears?
Yeah, this has got to be AI. Yeah, it's got to be AI.
Dude, that's badass, dude.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's got to be AI. This looks terrible, I'll be honest. This doesn't look like Ahsoka. Is that supposed to be Ahsoka? No, that's the chick from the High Republic then, right? Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. But does that make it better?
It makes it better, yeah.
Not really.
It's not bad. I don't think it's bad. It's just it would have been bad if it would have been Ahsoka. That statue on the ground is pretty dope. Now that I know it's a statue.
It looks like the one from Jeddah and Rogue One.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Then you got this. You've got a Peach Momoko sketch variant for Mandalorian Season 2, Number 5. Which, I'm not a fan of those ones. Then you have EM Gist has some killer Ahsoka variants, obviously. But then you got this one, the Mandalorian.
Yeah, his sells for more than the Granoff from San Diego.
Yeah. The Darth Maul Cybernetic Funko Pop. This is sick. I want one of these, dude. I don't collect Funkos at all, but this is badass. I love the Cybernetic Maul.
Anything?
What?
It's a bobblehead.
I didn't know if it did anything, like it lit up or.
No, it's just got the cybernetic lace. You can get it at Target, it says. So
yeah, but the ones from the con have like a different sticker. Like
they do.
Any of the retail stores will have like, they won't say the actual con. It'll just say like fall convention that year.
Gotcha.
And then from New York, like
that's cheesy. They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that. You know what? We're gonna get into that in a second. We're gonna put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. Star Wars video game mini backpack and wallet by Loungefly. That's pretty dope. That wallet's really cool. Right? Look at that. That's old school. There you go. You got some earrings, some jack-o'-lantern earrings with Grogu. Those are pretty dope. There you go. So there's all your stuff. There's all your Star Wars Ahsoka exclusives. Speaking of exclusives, there are so many damn foil exclusives at NYCC that this is officially we're changing the name to FoilCon 2023. FoilCon 2023, and one of the better foils at FoilCon 2023 we get to talk about tonight that I think only one other person has talked about it, right, Clutch?
Probably.
Yeah. We're hoping that only one other person has talked about it. But my favorite, before you show everybody, my favorite foil cover of late is in a Transformers cover. It is the Maria Wolf Transformers #1 variant that Clutch, Wanted Comics, Rupp, and JJ's Comics and Art. I think you guys all kind of shared it, right? Which is amazing. It's by far the best. It's my favorite Transformer #1 cover. But Jesus Christ, let's hit them with a 2 for 2 and show them what's going to be this exclusive at NYCC this year and who for.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Surprise.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get that away.
Sorry, no, I have to. This is the dopest one though. We'll give him a little shout out. So this is the Danhausen Batman variant.
Yep.
That pop culture.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. We talked about
it. This is the foil. He held the foils at New York Comic Con. They're great. So.
Yeah, I called it.
We're shining that, dude.
I know
it's so bright, but that foil is actually so crazy bright on there. Like it is clean.
No, it's something in my DNA. I'm Hispanic, dude. So shiny shit, like I get aroused, bro. What is that foil? That
Look at this one here. So Daniel Johnson spoiled this thing out there.
Yeah.
So
this
is the A cover, but in foil. This is going to be a exclusive over at eBay. So the eBay booth has got 3 variants for the show that I'll be actually handling the sales for, so it's going to be a mess, but this is super cool, man. I love this. This cover looks so good.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
They did such a good job with the quality of the foil, and that's very important, man.
Is that like a foil on cardstock?
Yeah, cardstock cover foil. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Clean too, man.
Yeah, because it looks like it has like a matte finish compared to just like that standard.
Yeah, definitely. Glam. It's got a little. The shine is a little mattish, but it's they printed up really nicely. I will admit, the Skybound Image crew, when they do, if you're doing a variant, and I'll talk to any retailer out there, I'm telling you guys, like heart to heart, if you're gonna do a variant with Image or Skybound or whomever, and you don't get the cardstock cover option, it's like $400 extra to do. It is so worth it. Your books come out clean. The corners are ridiculous. Like it is, Legacy. We've gone through stacks of like some really nice ones. You look at them, you're like, how are they all in this stack? Like really nice. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't get a ton of damages. You don't get the wavy, because it's on the cardstock cover. You don't get the wavy, print on the self covers. Like it's a great option. So
I've heard of people getting the cardstock option and getting their entire run and saying that their entire run looks 9.6, 9.8. I mean, like there was not a bad book in the bunch with those cardstock variants. So
Tom gave out 9.9s of everything. What's his? So
there you go. Hey, that's another example. Perfect example, right?
Hey, Clutch, what's the print run on the Transformers?
On the this amazing.
Yes.
I'm gonna huck and sale it. It's 1,000. Print run is 1,000. That's before comps or whatever. So it's like 18,000 copies.
Yeah. 10,000. Yeah. 5,000.
Probably a solid. There's probably, I don't know. I would assume that with the amount of the team and then Hasbro, I'm sure there's probably like a 20% print run like in comps and whatever. Like once you start having to add in like execs at licensors and stuff like that, I'm sure there's a ton of them out there. So, but we got 1,000. So
what is this? What is this blasphemy here that cardstock covers can't be pressed?
Yeah, you can.
It's John.
Yeah, you can. You can do some work on it. You're gonna get, if you have a big crease or something in there. I mean, you can flatten stuff. There are other things you can use besides necessarily the actual heat press and things like that. There's things you can do to fix. If you have the jam corners and stuff, you can even them out. You could press it, but like if you've got a 1/2-inch crease or something on the spine, like you could get it flat.
Yeah, just send it to BigLegg.
Yeah, well, you can't unwrinkle things, but you can. But little dents, you can dents that, breaking color is sort of a weird word on this because it's just a more of a bend rather than the actual color break. This color breaks are completely fucked, but like the bends, you can fix them, but you can help them. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's a lot more difficult. It's fine. He's right. It's just hard. It's a lot harder. You have to temper your expectations.
Yeah,
if there's a
yeah,
ding in every one of your books, like no. But if it's that shitty Marvel paper, fix it easy. You know.
Yeah.
Hi Nathan. If you don't want a foil book, you just throw it in the microwave, like defoil it.
You leave it in the back seat.
Yeah. That's
like
funny,
the lenticulars. I remember I was so happy I got one of those Joker's Daughters lenticulars, man. I had it in the back seat of the car.
Oh my god, dude!
Even in the bag in the shade in the back seat. And this is Santa Monica heat, not high desert heat. And I came back to like rolled up fish. It was bad. There was somebody on Bleeding Cool throwing them in microwaves. So, although hopefully they remove the staples, but.
What do you guys think about this? 7, it says here, that 15K auction says, after selling it for $15,000 on eBay and going unpaid for, this gold Santa Cruz Charizard deck was relisted and it sold for $7,000. So
that's still a great come up for 110.
Yeah, it is, but man, that $15,000 was a freaking game changer, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
at least some honesty came out of it.
Yeah.
Did they say how many golds are out there?
50
10
of each. 10 of each?
I thought it was 10. I thought it was 10 of each.
I thought it was 50 of each, 258 total. I thought it was 50
remember.
of each. Yeah. Yeah, they said 50. It was 50 of each, and then there's 5 boards.
I don't know.
What's the full run on those?
Don't know. That's the question.
Insane.
Yeah. It probably is insane.
Yeah, because there's like, 12 other different types of decks that you can get?
Did
Yes.
this guy pull one too?
Yep,
Yeah,
check this out.
Oh yeah,
he's hoping for something else, but I don't think he actually.
We need a squirt. We need a Squirtle to complete the trifecta right here.
I wouldn't be mad about that either.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted a Snorlax, I think.
Just like Christmas. Oh shit! He got a gold foil. Damn! Oh shit! Gold Charizard.
If he skates on that, man, he will be legendary.
That Cali Rich Kid just might do it, man. Like the other one we saw in the videos.
That's the board you bring to the X Games or whatever, right? To compete in.
Real quick though, Sean, are those Transformers? Are they going to be at the eBay booth or just be sold via live?
So they are going to be. So I think we've got 500 copies are going to be sold at the eBay booth, but you have to buy them through eBay for pickup locally. So pick up at the location. So
I can buy it on the app and then just go and pick it up at the booth.
Yeah. So those will be dropped. Like the variants for the days will be dropped at like 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. they'll go live, and it's actually going to be through my account. So it's going to be
nice.
I'm ready for all that negative feedback just to get rushed in.
There we go.
I'll have a feedback. Or like Drew. It's so it's going to be pretty wild. There's going to be 500 are going to be available in the booth. I think then the rest are going to be split up between sellers for eBay Live. So throughout the day, sellers will have them available to sell. I'll be doing drops every day with them too, putting out extra copies at retail price. I'm not sure what the other sellers are going to be selling theirs for. They might sell them for up, of course, because they're sellers. But I'll have them for the actual the retail. It's $24.99 is what they're going to sell for. And then there will be some graded copies available at some points. And then crazily enough, on Sunday during the last live of the weekend, which is like a big one that we're doing for, there's going to be a jam board at the eBay Live booth where artists will hopefully sign and sketch throughout the weekend. We're going to do a charity auction for Bink during the last live of the weekend, and we'll auction off this big jam board that eBay is going to have it custom framed up, and then it'll shipped out to the winner. So that's going to be really cool. But during that one, we're also going to be auctioning off a CGC 10 of that foil.
Ooh.
So yeah, we sent some in. They did a really cool fast track for us to do it. We got a 10. There's a couple 9.9s and some 9.8s and stuff like that too. So. But the 10 is going to be auctioned off in that stream.
People are asking for a link. If you're in live, I dropped a link to Big Clutch's link tree. You can find all of his information in there. And if you guys are catching on the rewind, just go into the description of any Beyond Wednesday stuff, and you'll see Big Clutch's link tree linked in there. So
yeah, I've got the links. The links are, I had to like create the links for the lives in advance too, so I have those somewhere.
Yeah,
so.
put them in the private chat whenever you get them, and I'll put them in the description of this too.
Yeah, there's gonna be like it's actually kind of pretty awesome. Like eBay Live has got a massive booth, or eBay's got a massive booth at New York Comic Con. It's near the Funko booth. They've got sellers on all day long doing lives from a stage inside there. So you're gonna be able to see it. They're gonna have like big display booths, display cases in the center of it, showing off really cool stuff that's gonna be auctioned or highlighted auctions on that week that'll end on that Sunday night. They're going to do there's a scavenger hunt going on for some really cool prizes. It's going to be a really fun weekend.
Hey, Clutch, do you offer local delivery? Because there's a bar on 44th and 9th that I'll probably be at. So if I could win it, you just drop it off. Yeah.
Just come on through. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm sure there's going to be also after hours stuff too, from what I've heard. Like a lot of sellers are going to be doing lives from bars and stuff. So
dope.
Yeah, my first show we're doing Bryan, I'm putting those links in the chat, but I'm doing a live with Greg Capullo on Thursday morning so Thursday at noon Eastern. So Greg Capullo is going to come on. They'll also be having a bunch of artists signing in the booth, which is going to be super rad. So you're going to have the ability to see
bro,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm so stoked, dude. Like dude, this is like,
bro, this is amazing. This is
dude, hell yeah, Capullo? I didn't realize this was going on.
Yeah, Capullo's going to be with me. They've got so many cool artists are going to be this. Let me pull up the roster. The eBay's doing a really good job of putting this together. Their team over there is pretty rad. They're going to have Greg Capullo is going to be there. Maria Wolf is going to be with Wanted Comics on Thursday. Tula Lotte is going to join the Hive guys on Thursday. Unknown Comics will have David Nakayama on Friday. Mitch Gerards and Tom King are going to be with Comic Sketch Art. Chris Rupp will be there with a bunch of some amazing stuff. Signed Alex Ross and Jim Lee covers.
Wow.
ANZ will have Ryan Stegman and Ben Percy. Webster's Vault, Jim Shooter. John Jang and Will Jack will be with KRS. Ryan Ollie's going to be with Comic Sketch Art. And then Rose Besh will be with ANZ on Sunday. It's going to be packed.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Is Donnie Cates going to be there?
It's a good question. I don't know. I haven't heard. I hope so. I haven't seen that guy. I didn't get to see that guy in San Diego. I'd love to catch him at some point.
This is really cool, bro. Congrats on this. Capullo is top whenever. It's kind of hard to say who your top favorite comic artists, right? Capullo is always in that top 3 for me. Like no matter what the time, the day, which hot artist is do I love the most? Capullo is always in that top 3, no matter what, man. I'm stoked for you.
Yeah,
well, there you guys go.
I'm trying to I'm digging out some stuff to get him to have him sign on so we'll be doing some live auction stuff with him. He'll sign and then we'll sell it on the show. It's gonna be cool.
Dude, get some of those 1 and 200s from Drew.
I hit him up about it. I was like, hey, dude, can you go track it down? So
yeah.
I got some. I have some of the Invincibles from San Diego. I got a couple. I think I've got a couple spawns I might pull out, do some fun stuff. And then they're also a lot of these artists are also going to be signing in the eBay booth too. So they're going to be giving away 50 tickets for these signings. So if you can come to the signing, you can get a ticket and they show up. So we got some other cool tricks and treats that we're putting in there too. So
that's good to hang out with Capullo, dude.
I know, man. I'm gonna talk. It was like I actually had to ask him. I was like, "Hey, like, is there anything off limits with Greg? Like, does he get weird about stuff?" He's like, "No, man. Talk about metal. Talk about talk about like Steelers football." I was like, "Let's go. I'm in like all day."
All right. Here's what you gotta ask him, right? Because I know he's living in Arizona now, right? He lives in Sedona, so. Another famous person that lives in Arizona is Rob Halford. Okay. And I want to know if Greg Capullo has hung out with Rob Halford But that's not what I want to know. I want to know if he's hung out with him and Rob Halford has hit on him yet, because Rob Halford will hit on any person, any male that is within the vicinity of him, man. It's hilarious. Shout out to Rob Halford.
I'm writing the notes in my app right now. Too,
yeah.
So make sure don't forget this one.
All right.
I might not ask if he's been hit on him by it, but we'll ask.
I know. I want to know if he hung out with him, because that means he has been hit on him. If he's hung out, he's hit on him. But dude. Yeah, that's funny shit, dude. That's good shit. That's good shit. Yeah, anytime I always, one of the times that I always, there are certain things that I can do and I will get hit with a copyright infringement on YouTube and I just know it, right? And one of those things is anytime I play Capullo jamming out on his guitar, right, riffing, and usually he'll have like a Judas Priest song in the background playing or something, some old school 80s metal song, and I'll get hit, and it's just him playing the guitar, but for some reason it always sends off the YouTube nanny bots, and I gotta cut him out. So
because it's good timing.
I know, dude. He's good.
Yeah,
man. He's good.
Good timing and tone. Great.
Yeah. Yeah, he's badass. If you guys don't follow Greg Capullo on IG, there's a problem, because he'll every once in a while you get one of the videos where he's just chilling, shredding, just completely shredding, 80s style. All right. Speaking of foil and more foil, how about the superfractor craziness that's going on right now with Bowman? For those of you guys that don't know, we kind of hit on this a little bit last week, I think, during one of the drama alert segments. Basically, Bowman double printed 95 superfractors in this year's Bowman Chrome. So that means that there's more than one of these things out there, and there's more than one that are labeled as one of ones, which is even shittier. God. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's at least 2 for 95 cards.
Yep. Pretty sad, man. So
I got it. What if 2?
So this is Rainer Arias. He's a stud prospect for San
Looks
Francisco.
Looks like a pedophile, bro.
Well, what if he is underage as well?
Yeah. Then he can't be.
Then he can't be, right?
I disavow, instantly disavow. I disavow everything that's being said right now and for the last 5 seconds. Disavow. All right.
Hey, I do have some news, just real fast. I do have a good source who says that Wander is probably going to get reinstated at MLB.
Oh, really?
Because one of the guys I grew up with, his neighbor owns the Durham Bulls, the Rays AAA team. And he was telling him about the Wander deal. He said he thinks there's a good chance he gets reinstated.
Oh, that's going to be a big show. We're going to have to talk about that. That's going to be interesting.
Oh, my God, dude. This is going to get nuts.
So here is the Rainer Arias Superfractor. And one of these sold on eBay on, let's see here, was it September 29th, I think? It says the Rainer Arias Superfractor sold on eBay earlier this week for $2,000. All right. Now, the day after it sold, Topps came out and said, hey, we're putting a $25,000 bounty on this card on certain superfractors because we want to buy them back. So there's no more than one out there. So Topps came out the next day and said that they're going to put a $25,000 bounty on the card, and the guy just sold it for $2,000. Now, here's what I want you to do. Everybody out there listening, this is another perfect moment to look within. I want you to think about this for a second. What would you do if you sold this card for $2,000 on eBay and then the next day Topps put a $25,000 bounty on it? Just think about it for a second. Would you let the sale go through, or would you do some fuckery to try and get it to stop the sale? I don't want the answer because I'm not going to believe you either way. Just think about it, and that's what I want you to think about for a while, because this is a big deal. A guy.
I'm glad I wouldn't have to make that decision, Brian. I would let my wife make that decision. So, my integrity would still be good.
The seller
it was her.
The seller who had already shipped the card requested that the United States Post Office intercept the package and return it to the sender. This way, he could be the one to cash in the $25,000 reward instead of just taking the $2K from the sale. That gave you guys enough time to think about it. Let me tell you what I would have done if I was the seller. I would have contacted the buyer and said, "Hey, man, what do you think about splitting the $25K bounty on this?" I would just ask him. I'd be like,
the buyer said he would split it with him, but he didn't. He said he's willing to split it with him.
Then that's what they should do. Said. Yes.
Yeah. He should. He should
but
obviously.
The guy hasn't gotten back to him or something like that. Last I heard the other day.
That's
so it's sold, but he hasn't shipped it yet, Brian.
What?
It's sold, but he hasn't shipped it yet.
No, he did ship it.
He did ship it.
Shipped it. He called the post office and paid to have them return the package and return to sender.
Wow.
I didn't know you can.
It almost got there,
man. That's crazy.
Same with me, Clutch. I didn't know you could do that.
Is 25,000 like a flat card number? Like, is that what they're doing for like all the superfractors? Like, if it's Ethan Salas, I wouldn't take $25,000.
No, I think they have different. I think I saw that they have different levels for like different players.
Yeah,
I think the highest one was like 75K or something like that.
Correct.
I think Salas has got to be the highest.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put this is what the buyback in the private chat. That's for each card.
So it says here on September 27th, this is from the buyer. On September 27th, I purchased the Rainer Area Superfractor on eBay. He had a best offer available, and he said he would let it go for $2K. On September 28th, it was shipped, it left the previous owner's hands. On the 29th, Topps announced the Superfractor buyback program, buying the card back for the substantial amount over market for $25K because of the duplicate. Card has already reached the regional post office of eBay Authenticity Center in Sarasota, Florida. And the buyer requested an interception, which was granted September 30th without my knowledge. The card is technically my legal property, my legal private property, the moment it is paid for. Funds clear and leave his hands. I am more than open to splitting the proceeds, even though I am not under any obligation to since I own the card. We were both unaware that buybacks would arise, and I feel that it would be somewhat unfair to the original owner to not give him a share, even though it is no longer his card. However, the seller is not responding. Any advice on what action to take? Anyone have contact at Topps? Good for this guy. Way to get some fucking karma. But if he would have said it before this all went down and said, "Hey, man, this and that," I don't know. Maybe he's just saying he's going to split it now because he doesn't have it in his hands, right?
Yeah.
But still good on him because he can sue for it if that's the case, right? He should be able to sue if in eBay terms and services or whatever say that it is, his private property at that point.
Yeah, because it's a binding contract between the buyer and the seller.
Yes, exactly. So here's the Chrome buyback. They give
Solace is 75,000.
Yeah, each card they give a buyback amount, and it says unclaimed, pending. Somebody already found this one for $35K. They're getting a $35K for that. Nice. Man, that would be nice.
Yeah, that's without having to get it graded or anything like that, man. Just
it's to cover up. It's to cover up a mistake, right?
There's Solace right there.
Hey, if you bend it in half and then send it to Topps, would you still get that money?
So we just need to keep an eye on the Arius, right? We got to keep an eye on this one.
Hey, if they're going to supposedly destroy it, can you cut it with the scissors and send it back to Topps? You know what? If you're going to supposedly destroy it. Hey, Topps, I cut it in half for you guys. I figure you guys are pretty busy, so I went ahead and cut it in half.
Why does it say buyback NA? Does it say buyback NA after they purchased it? Because if that's the case, that's bullshit that they don't put the... Okay, they put it. This one says NA. Why does it say NA? Buyback value.
Because I already bought it?
Well, the other ones that they've already bought have the price on there. Man,
they started.
Why is there
opening their own
different
boxes.
buyback? Why is there different buyback prices?
Based on the players, how good the player is.
Got it. So, is it reasonable that the card was $2,000 to start with, or do you think there's some fuckery going on where the dude knew who the recalls were going to be and this guy didn't pay enough attention?
No, he's a highly touted prospect.
So I wonder, like, if you're specking on raw cards for like $2,000, you're doing something in life where you have some expendable income.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Unless you already have a buyer for $3, $4, $5,000 or something like you. I don't know what to say. So there's something going on there. I'd like to see the dates of when the buyback came out.
The buyback was announced on the 28th.
So it was after the sale?
Yeah, 27th is when he purchased it.
Okay.
29th, 2 days after the sale. It was shipped on the 28th. He purchased it on the 27th. It was shipped on the 28th, and on the 29th, Topps announced the buyback.
Have any of those other cards sold? I mean, I guess that pending means it's sold.
A couple of them have
on eBay or something like that.
They're talking to them. Yeah. They're probably talking to somebody if it's pending.
Got it. Yeah.
So it's $17 to get your shit sent back to you, plus applicable postage. So you have to repay the postage, or they charge priority or whatever. They might upgrade it if it's trackable, and then it's $17. And if they can get it back for you, then they charge your card.
Man.
So basically, it cost him $17.
Someone's asking if you paint your beard.
Yeah, but the guy has his address, right?
Oh, Sean is asking Sean if he paints on his beard.
I just trimmed it up yesterday. I trimmed it up this morning because I was going to be on the show.
No, there's a third Sean.
Good for you guys.
No, he's talking to me. There's a third Sean.
There's three Seans. Look at all you Seans.
Scene, WN, and UN.
Oh yeah, I got the UN. I'm sorry, Sean.
No, yours doesn't say. No, dude, I know the guy.
I should have said leg.
Yeah. Don't say big either.
I know. I gotta differentiate between leg, clutch, and then Sean in the chat now.
We're a mess.
We got everything covered.
Yeah, I think that shit is fucking interesting as hell, man. That's still happening with such a big company as Fanatics, right? All the eyes on Fanatics right now for them not to fuck up, and they fuck up.
Yeah, how do you do that? They did it on purpose, bro.
And then last year, this shit happened too, right? With the fake autographs on the top definitive. Is that what it was? So I mean, that's a high end box, right? Like I'm not crazy enough to buy one of those boxes, but like to have fake autos in there, fake dual autos, right? And it's not just one. It was like, what was it? 99 of them, or was it? It was some high number.
Panini had the same thing with the Dak Prescott rookie that was autoed, and it was numbered to 10, and like two guys had number 4. And they were offering him a certain amount of money for it, and I don't think either guy would sell it because it was such a unique card. Everybody wanted that number because there were 2 of them now.
And then they both showed up.
Demand, yeah.
And then both of them showed up at Nationals one year, right?
Yeah. That's exactly where they I think it was.
Because someone had bought the card and then they were shopping around and they saw their card again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that card's still not worth anything though.
This is how bad Topps is. I literally got an email from them today about a redemption I'd sent in 21, and they offered me $10.
Are you kidding me?
Which was the market value, or a 2018 Joey Lucchese autograph.
Oh my god!
I was like, and please respond by 10/10. It took you 2 years to send me that. Yeah.
So I had a redemption for Max Kranick, and then like they gave me the option to substitute the card.
Yeah.
But they actually sent the actual card like so. So I was like,
idiots, man.
I was like, why offer me a substitute if you're gonna actually send me the card anyway? Yeah.
It's like babysitting your brother's kids, nerve-wracking sons of bitches.
I'm pretty stoked about this. What If season 2 is on its way? This I'm really stoked about this. I think this is great. I think that I continue to say that Star Wars needs to do, their What If, their Infinities, do it animated, do it just like this. I don't care, just get it done. What If is such a great idea. It's the easiest way to create content and stories, and just you have so many abilities to do cool stories through the What If, thing. So here's some of the things that some of the title names, and we'll go over them. So episode 1, what if Nebula joined the Nova Corps? Yeah.
Oh,
I'm okay with it. I
think
start
us off with something a little bit out there.
I like Nebula.
Nebula's. I like Nebula too. I think she's one of the
cooler.
I don't know how to say it. Yeah, I think she's cool. She doesn't get as much love. Her comics aren't worth shit. I have seen some really good Nebula cosplay. It might hurt, honestly, because she doesn't have hair. Might be a little more difficult to pull that off since most people have hair. But
that's what bald caps are for.
Yeah, but still. It's easier to just do cleavage and tights. So, it is what it is. But yeah, so okay.
What if Peter Quill attacked Earth's mightiest heroes?
First off, he's the reason that Thanos got the snap off in the first place.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Or he's the wait.
Who's Kahori?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so first off, I blame Quill for everything, dude.
Oh, nice.
Kahori is a young Mohawk woman who discovered the Tesseract transformed a lake into something Confederacy into a gateway to the stars, leading her on a quest to discover her power. I don't know who this is. Is she a new character?
Wasn't she in the wasn't her first appearance in like a Marvel Origins book or something like that?
Yeah, let's see here. Meet Kahori, the newest superhero in Marvel Studios' What If. Marvel Studios' animated anthology streaming series What If flips the script on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, reimagining famous events. Those possibilities continued to expand in the second season as Marvel Studio introduces the new stories and new superheroes to the MCU. We are excited to share a look at one of those new characters, the all-new Marvel superhero Kahori. That's cool. I like that they're introducing new heroes in it, or new characters.
Yeah.
It's a cool looking character.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. It says it marks a significant new addition to the pantheon of the Marvel superheroes. Ahead of her debut on Disney Plus, Funko is celebrating Kahori with a special glow-in-the-dark Funko vinyl soda that teases the new hero's cosmic powers. You can find that Funko vinyl soda collectible on sale March 29th exclusively at Walmart's.
So is her first appearance a Funko Pop then?
Yeah. That's interesting.
Does that count?
That's interesting. Well, I don't know. Has she been in any comics? Do we know of her? I don't think she's been in any comics. They're saying it's a new character.
Yeah, it's new character. As far as I can tell, it's a new character.
I think that's cool.
I'm people. So basically, she's the Daryl Dixon of Marvel.
Yeah.
See, I like that. If they're just going to do one character and do it right, and not it's overkill in every single What If episode, like just concentrate on this one character, get this character right, and let's see what happens with this.
And at least it's a new character. It's not a mashup of 3 other characters.
Right.
That seems like that's all the new characters because they have nothing else to do.
No, that has some promise, man.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
Well, I mean, but the What If series has also like been one of those shows where it launches off another show, right? Like where, that's where they got the Marvel Zombies. The reception of that from the What If episode was so great that that they're doing a whole season eventually, I guess, at some point.
This is a cool character. Guess what, Clutch? You need to get Maria Wolf to do a what's this character? A Kahori
Yeah,
variant. Yeah.
How many people at New York Comic Con are going to try and have this character drawn?
They should. It's a cool
Right?
character. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
When does the What If come out? Did it say? It's like next year.
It's episode 3. Oh, sorry. Release
episode
date
3, and it says it's supposed to come out.
Let me look it up.
Subject to change.
March 29th is when the Funko's coming out.
Q1 2024.
Wow. This episode takes place in the Mohawk language. That's cool. The whole episode is in the Mohawk language. That's really cool. And is informed by the history of the I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. The AKWESASNE Akwesasne region in what is now upstate New York. That's cool, man. Very cool. So that's cool. That's episode 203. We got a couple cool things so far. Episode 204, what if Hela found the 10 rings?
Oh, that'd be cool if it was like anime based.
Yeah. That's interesting. Episode 205, what if Iron Man crashed into the Grand Master? I don't understand that. Who's the
Is that
Grand
kind of instead
Master?
of Hulk?
Yeah.
But yeah, instead of the Hulk.
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah, I got you. Okay. What if Happy Hogan saved Christmas?
Instead of Guardians, right?
Yeah. What if Captain Carter fought the Hydra Stomper? What if the Avengers assembled? This is badass, dude. Neil Gaiman's 1602.
Nice.
Yeah, hell yes. If you guys don't know what 1602 is, it is one of the coolest comic book series ever. It's written by Neil Gaiman, and it's all the characters in the 1600s in America. All right. That is super cool, man. Wow. So here we go.
Yeah, I've never read it. I think I should.
I was reading it when it was coming out. It was so good. I think it's like a 8-issue miniseries. They did a couple of them. Yeah, 8 issues. This is awesome. Very, very good, you guys. That's sweet.
So this is before the Mayflower, right?
Yep. No, it's before. Yeah, like what is it? Jonestown or whatever that is. I don't know.
I forgot what it's
called. Episode 10, what if Strange Supreme intervened? What is that when what if Strange Supreme intervened? I don't understand that either. Strange agrees.
The crazy Doctor Strange from the end.
Oh,
it's the evil Strange, right?
Oh, where he's trapped into. Nice.
Also known as
Doctor. Tell me if I'm wrong here.
Also known as Strange Supreme is one of the main protagonists of the first season of What If.
He's the one that got encased at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it called? What if he what?
Intervened.
Okay. In what?
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be like that. It's like gonna be like that. It's Always Sunny episode. Intervention.
The strongest Doctor Strange variant will return. Are you saying we're going to see a return of Supreme Strange in episode 10? He's my favorite character out of all the What If. A lot of people are stoked about that. Look at that.
What if Disney Plus didn't suck?
Yeah.
That would be my What If show.
I don't know, man. I'm really stoked about this. I don't know about you guys. I love What If.
I do need to rewatch. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But are you saying you're not looking forward to Loki on Thursday?
Or is it?
Oh, of course I am.
It's in like 5 hours, Loki, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck!
It
doesn't all drop at once, does it?
No, I think it's. No. I would assume it's probably an episode.
No, they want new subscribers.
Well, then that means that we should be able to watch it tonight, right?
Yeah, in about 5 hours.
Wow.
I don't. I don't know. Did they say it's going to drop at 2 a.m. or?
Yes.
Sweet.
Trust me.
Well,
so midnight my time. All right.
Yeah, midnight your time. Oh dang!
Everybody
Lucky
just to me.
Hey, Netflix is raising the prices again. Like,
yeah,
they just raised them like a month ago, bro.
I'm so poor. I use T-Mobile, but they give me Netflix for free. So
I don't understand what's going on here, bro. Feel like I'm getting pinched, dude. Like, we're you know,
it's like prices are going up on things. Anybody notice that?
Wait, what's happening here?
What's going on? You been to Costco lately, dude? Jesus Christ!
Wait, you should know
like $14.
Dude, everything is now movie theater pricing now.
Oh,
you know,
dude, I know.
You know what I mean?
How much is a gallon of milk?
That's come down. That's
Has
come
it?
down considerably, and so the eggs.
Really?
Yeah.
There must be more
eggs
cows.
were like $6, and that was for one egg. Ooh.
What if
I did see a pretty funny Cat Williams skit about how they told we all went hook, line, and sinker that there was a shortage on chicken wings. He's like, you didn't see any shortages on chicken breasts, did you? You're gonna tell me they got chickens without breasts walking around? I was like, hey, decent point there, Cat.
Yeah.
And once I get you on a price, man, it doesn't really go back down.
Wilbert saying
Buffalo Wild Wings, 10 wings for $20. Whoa, chicken wings are $2 each, man.
My dad used to run a store in Northern California called FedMart, I think, and he said they used to give chicken wings away for free. All you had to do was ask.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah.
Real quick, Wilbert saying it's a 9 p.m. drop for Loki
tonight.
Okay, so let's wrap this up in
Thursday.
29 minutes.
It's Thursday.
Oh, what, tomorrow?
Tomorrow night.
But midnight or what?
No,
you out, Clutch?
Well,
no, I was playing along.
Hey, no, dude, we could go watch Loki. Everybody else gotta wait a while.
Well, no, it's like Ahsoka, like where it was like an 8 p.m. drop or whatever.
Oh, I got you.
9. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Sean dropped this in our group chat, and this freaking blew me away. This is going to be our introduction into tonight's market report, because this is some of the craziest stuff that happens when you get new people into comics, and they just think about buying every comic book, and then we're going to grade them, and it's going to 10 times our money.
So the Batman, it's not how I found this, but in different Discord chats, whoever's posted it, thank you. The Batman Rebirth, I've seen people post before, and it's unless there's another 3.5, but I haven't checked the census. All right? And so
I'm not even gonna look it up.
So I don't remember what I was looking for, but it was one of these books, and I was like, "What's that? What else is this motherfucker selling?" And then I looked on here, and good lord, man. This guy went to a garage sale. You know how hard it is to get a 3.5 on a new comic?
Bro, did he do this shit on purpose, bro?
Dude. This is like when you were in high school and you took an exam and you got like a 19. Like you really had to
what's
try
the
to get a
census
19.
count on a 3.5, bro? Is that a 1 of 1, bro?
1 of 1. eBay 1 of 1.
eBay 101, baby.
Yeah, dude. No, I think it was. Oh, you know what? I'm listing Ultimate Fallouts. It was that Ultimate Fallout 1 right there, because I was gonna throw. I'm doing eBay listings. I was gonna put up a raw, and so I've been doing the thing where you scan with the pictures, which is fucking way incredible, by the way. Makes like, do you walk around? I've been scanning shit just around my house to see if there's any on eBay. Anyway, so that Ultimate Fallouts, man, where I got it, and then I was like, that is so funny, and I had to look at what else this guy's selling. Dude, this guy, right? And he's trying so desperately to run these auctions for 35, just so they can try to recoup a small portion of what these poor bastards paid.
Hey,
right?
bro.
Secret
Imagine when they're grading the books, bro. Imagine when
Dude.
they're grading the books, they go, "Hey, check this book out." They go, "No, it's a 4, bro."
Dude, 100%. If this, I don't know how this works. I don't know why I've never asked when we've had Matt Nelson on or something or somebody. I don't know if they're ever going to tell you. I don't know how their assembly line goes. You know, it seems like the same people get the same kind of batches of books, right? I don't know. I spread things out to because in case I get the same grader and I have one copy that's nicer than the other, I'll put one in a different batch. I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, they had to have stopped and been like, "Hey, dude, hold on, everybody, shut up, everybody, get over here, everybody, get over here, dude." Right? Bro. There's no way, dude. How do you get? If I mess something up, so I don't mean mess up pressing, but like if I miss something and get an 8.0, that's happened like 2 times in like 3,000 books. You know what I mean? Where it was like, or they'll say there's like a foreign residue or something on there, and if you guys know pressing, there's no residue, there's nothing. It's water. But like, so it's like I didn't do that, but like, there could be weird shit, or it's on an old book, but these new books that have come out in the last 10 years get 3.0, 3.5, it get a bunch of them. Bunch of them, dude.
Bro, find out if this dude has a YouTube channel so we can see the unboxing of this fucking shit, bro.
All right, guys. I submitted this through a store, so I haven't seen the grades.
Yeah, he's covering the label shot.
Could you imagine like how stoked he was when he opened this 9.0?
Oh, dude, he got a 9.0 on that.
When he saw this 9.0, he went crazy.
A tough one to grade. That's not that bad. A 9.4 Superman's. You got to realize that's not. It's probably not.
He got that 9.4,
but a 9.4 is respectable.
He got that 9.4 and is pissed off. I'm gonna crack this open. This shit's a 3.5. Fucking bullshit.
So it's the only 3.5 on the census for that book.
Unpressed 3.5. CPR.
So guess what the next lowest grade is for that Batman Rebirth book?
What?
8.5.
Oh
dude, they just dropped that one. They're like, dude, you're older.
Hey, Brian, can you click on that Rebirth and make that bigger and see what the hell's wrong with it?
Look at the size.
Oh my god, bro.
Dude, is the back cover attached?
Look at that.
Is that like, dude, what is that? Is that a turd on his head?
Why would he send this in?
What is that?
It's beautiful.
Look at that, dude.
Oh, or it's missing a giant chunk out on his forehead, huh?
Yeah,
goes, dude, you got a 3.5. Yes, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Maybe also you got a friend saying you should send this book in. Let me tell you something.
Oh my
People
God.
they love this.
Is that a cigarette burn on his forehead?
Let's see what it says here.
We even got a number. Look at the stuff we got from the garage sale. We even got a number 1. It's the first ever Batman book.
I feel like this is actually one of you guys. Brian, like, did you actually? Is this your account, Leg? Like you're just like, you're like early. This is like a long con April Fool's thing, right? You're just like,
this is insane, dude. You couldn't Photoshop shit this bad, dude.
Bro, it says like,
hey
good
guys,
book.
I sold one. Wait, has this person even
sold
sold anything on
eBay? Say? Look at that, dude.
It was just a.
You got a bunch of crap. But I searched for that in CGC. I think is the link if you clicked on mine.
Here's
Can you see what he sold?
$45 for this? Are you kidding me?
Can we see what he sold?
It's got a bid. Is that good?
It's a 2023 Top Series 1 PSA 10 home run leaders for $45.
It's got a bid.
I know, that's crazy.
That shipping cost was crazy though.
Yeah, that shipping cost is crazy. Yeah, $585 for a card.
Can you click on his
for a
sold
pair of shoes?
On what he's actually sold before? Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
This is the best market.
Please tell me somebody bought comics.
An 8.0 for $35.
There you go.
Hey man. Oh, dude.
Maybe this guy's on to something, dude. You know,
$30 for a Bobby Witt Gold Cup PSA 10.
I just put an offer in on the Batman.
He must just send everything into grading because he's grading like cards that nobody would ever grade.
Someone just told him this, dude.
Yeah, well, that's a cool hat.
Low pop.
That's a cool. No, that's a cool hat. That is a cool hat. I like that with the little thing on the bottom,
like a Jerry Judy hat.
Yeah.
He just wears it.
Brett Beatty rainbow foil PSA 10 for $40. Man, like I think that he just sends in he got a Gunnar Henderson PSA 10 for $35. 7-0, Amazing Spider-Man, Mr. Metz, some hats.
Maybe he's doing that trade up thing where he starts with like, a paperclip and it's going before we know it.
The account.
Like Dwight from The Office.
Yeah, 4-0 for $25, you guys.
God, dude, that's got to be the only 4-0 in the census. I think this kid's onto something, man.
Lowest on the census.
On the CGC,
Right?
like the Batman, and the shipping.
You want to talk about changing the market? Like he's tapping an untapped market here. I've got the lowest grade in the census. It's one of one. There's only one of this kind. You really have. You know how hard it was to find this book this fucked up, out in the wild.
The thing is with that, you see so somebody bought the 8-0 Teen Titans. It's sort of like, a CGC comic for $30. That's that's why these are all auctions, man. All he's trying to do is catch one fish at a time. And auctions are free, but he probably has a store considering the amount of listings, so they should be free anyway. But he just wanting somebody to get one bid, let the clock go down, and then do it every time. It's a technique to be able to sell.
Everybody pick a book, and we're gonna bid on it.
And Ethan says, "Wait, this is my eBay."
Yeah, right.
Oh
yeah,
man.
there's no.
Hey, Nathan, did you get your books, Nathan?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's bad.
Wait, so who pressed it? Was it you or you?
Yeah, which one of you guys pressed it? It's Kalen's Comics.
Dude.
Yeah,
He found it in a gas station bathroom. Right, that was in the kids' rack at the barber shop.
That's good shit. All right, let's get into this market report really quick. While Clutch is here, we're going to start it off with some interesting stuff. We've got the Walking Dead Lucille Red Foil variant that sold some copies this week. 3 copies sold. One was a signature series by Robert Kirkman. They were all 9/8. The regular Blue Label 9/8 sold for $1,500 and $1,700, and then the signature series sold for $2,000. So
nice
all the
books,
same
man.
seller. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder who that
that's
seller
great.
was.
There's somebody that had it on the wall.
I swear.
So do I. I wish it was me too.
Yeah.
I've got
the
that
SS
right
with
next to me, but
the SS with the yellow labels.
Sweet.
With the yellow Walking Dead labels, really nice.
Yes.
But me, I like the era. I'd go all the way left.
Yeah.
The OG from the release time label. Actually, both of those are. Never mind.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, those were fun to make, man. I'll tell you, that was a good time.
That was a big book when it came out.
How did people even get that? And how many were there?
Which one? The signed one?
Well, no, just the Lucille. Any of this Lucille.
So the one on the left was the red foil Lucille, and that was a
red foil. Okay,
that was we did. I think it was like 250. We released on Black Friday, and so we dropped them in the morning. They sold. They were $250 a pop when we sold them on the site, and we sold out in like 3 minutes. It was stupid. Yeah. It was like the height of Walking Dead at the time, and then the other ones are those were the retailer incentive ones, and so we sent them out to retailers signed. So Robert went in there and signed like I think it was like 500 copies or 1,000 copies. And then we sent them out to Cyber Monday. Thanks, good catch on that one. We ended up putting those retailers got those if they ordered like a certain level of copies of in Walking Dead 100, and so they got them signed, and then they were able to submit them. Like CGC let us do like a little window where they can submit them, and they would count as yellow label. And then there were copies comp copies like the one that's unsigned that got out there too. So.
Yep. 500 copies to retailers, Jesse is saying. So
was it 500? Yeah, thanks, Jesse.
So good stuff.
My brain is fried.
Cool. Yeah, that red foil was on the wall from I forget the name, but they're at all the California cons, and they always have at least 2 booths, and they sell. It's all single comics and trade paperbacks, and then they have a giant wall of books, and it's 90 8% raw moderns. And like a couple of times I was in talks to him to get that red foil from him, but I know they had like a $1,200 price tag, and I was trying to buy and then trade and all that. And sometimes it's hard for me to buy something where I don't know if I'm going to get my money back. That's how your brain works after a while doing this shit, you know. Unless it's something that you know super collect, but clearly that wasn't wouldn't have been too bad. Also, it wasn't a 9.8. So
yeah, I have a 9.6 tucked over here somewhere.
Nice.
All right, hold on here. We got more. We've got some more goodies. Check this out. How about buying Saga 1 through 65 for $342, near mint to mint? It says on all of them, complete run of 1 through 65. And that blows me away. You're getting I wonder if you're getting any of the rare second prints. I didn't see, but 1 through 65 for $342. That's crazy. I can't believe that it's dropped that much for that series in that book. I mean, number one should be, in my opinion, a $500 book. But
I mean, you're basically buying for the price that like you picked them up at, because it's basically $5 a book.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought their cover prices for Saga is $3.
Well, there we go. Batman, two interesting Batman sales. This blew me away to see these 9/8 of the Batman Forever, and of course, Batman official motion picture adaptation is a newsstand. But the Batman Forever for $301, and then the other one for $378. Man, that's crazy that those are still holding those high prices for those.
Well,
shit. I need to grade my copies.
I think the motion picture, I think that price is up, and I think probably didn't they announce a Keaton signing like a month or two ago?
Maybe.
So yeah, I'm thinking, because honestly, that's why I started to look those up, and they were cheaper. I'm not positive they were newsstand, so that could be the difference between. I didn't look up the Batman Forever, since I'm the only person I know that liked that movie.
Yeah.
Was it Forever Clooney too, though?
Oh, good point.
Yeah, it was.
No, it's Val.
Clooney.
Oh, was it Val? Okay.
Yeah, and Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, and Chris, you can see Chris
O'Donnell.
O'Donnell up there, and it was that Jim Carrey and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
Jones.
It was campy. It was comic book campy. That's why I liked it.
I thought Carrie did an awesome Riddler, bro.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't like.
But there's
I didn't like the new Riddler, to be honest, in the Pattinson movie.
Hey, I found it.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that.
What are the odds, bro?
Send it in to get graded, brother.
But there is a Batman Returns one at movie adaptation.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
that Keaton can sign.
I'm sure it's
Sailor Moon number 11. This is the silver foil, which is super. Those Sailor Moon 11 variants are so tough to come by, and there's a 9/4 sold for $765. So, that 1947 anti-communist French-Canadian handout is so cool. It's just a piece of history. It's tore up. It's still sold for $338. That's pretty nuts. And then I've never seen the Space Jam comics. I forgot that they even put those out.
It was at $200, and I had it. I put it in the cart, and then I just let it go.
Oh, yeah, man. $431 for a 9/8 on that. Batman Beyond 9/8, over $1,000. That's a great price for what we're going through now. You know, with all the prices dropping, for $1,000 for that's pretty impressive still. I know it's
what was
down.
high for that? Like $3,000?
Yeah.
I was gonna say around 2,500, because I remember I sold mine right before COVID started, and I think I got it. I bought it raw, got it graded, got a 9/8, and sold it for about $650. And thought I did really well, and then boom, blew up.
Yeah. That Federal Reserve Bank of Boston Wishes and Rainbows book is super rare. We've talked about it on the Almost 10 on House of Stein Hot 10 Comics show.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell is it?
It was a giveaway. Yeah, it was a giveaway from the Bank of Boston back in 1981. And they always sell for a grip of money, and a couple have been sold the last couple of weeks for $2.99 from the same seller. So,
honestly, what is it about it that people give a shit?
I have I can't remember, man. Hey, listen, this is a perfect way to promote the Almost 10. These are the type of books that you find out about on the Almost 10. Every Almost 10 on Friday, every House of Stein Hot 10 Comics show on Friday nights, we do the Almost 10. And these are the type of books that you find out about on the Almost 10. Stein's always pulling these crazy books out of his ass.
Didn't in the movie The Town, like Ben Affleck robbed the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston?
That's a great question. It's a great question. Could have.
So you remember how the Federal Reserve used to store gold and stuff like that? They replaced it with these comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did I. I'm not sure how that worked out for me though.
Let me look it up. Wishes and Rainbows comic. Let's take a look here. All right.
Let me look up the town here.
Here we go. Wishes and Rainbows comic. So it says here, comic book children's story about the introduction of colored flowers into a town that has never seen color. Designed to stimulate students' imagination as they explore the economic problem of scarce resources, various methods of allocation, and how societies react to alleviate such problems. A teacher's guide. So they did one in 1981 and in 2007. There's a 2007 one. Let's see here. See if there's anything else. Oh, wow. Single issue government comics. Government comics. What is this? This must talk about a bunch. Ooh, look at this is, I can't let anybody know about this. Sorry, you guys. You don't get to know about that. I get to go through it first. All right. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, number 21, the third print, a 9.8 for $300. I don't care if this is a third print. That was a steal. Whoever picked this up for $300 for a 9.8 G.I. Joe 21.
Bro, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd be in.
That book should not be $300. That's ridiculous.
Scratch on slab.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't care.
No.
He gave that away, bro.
Yep. Next, one of my all-time favorite Superman covers is Superman 60, the baseball cover, and here is a high-grade cut, a very fine copy, raw, sold for $1,800. It looks beautiful too. Got a little writing on it, but who cares about those writing?
Who cares?
Yeah, on the Golden Age ones. Here we go. Now, I love showing you guys these books under $500 that we should be picking up whenever we see them for cheap. Detective Comics 880 is one of those books. For $360, if you can see this book for $350, $375 or less, like that's a pickup all day for me.
Yeah,
it's such a great book.
Great,
one of my favorite books.
Yeah,
I also love it when non-variant great covers just keep going up or maintaining value.
Yep.
That's my favorite shit. Because so many people had the opportunity to buy that.
Yep.
And so many people did buy it. And yeah, every time
it was during a low print run for Detective too, because they're getting ready to quote unquote end the series at the time, so they weren't printing as many they were normally printing for that first Scott Snyder run. During Detective at the time, a lot of people don't realize that's where Scott Snyder started. Him and Jock, and you can find first Jock Batman stuff too before this. All right.
Well, it starts around like what, 871?
Yeah, this 870.
870. Okay, yeah.
It's
that Black Mirror. Yeah, that
Murder, Black Mirror, yeah.
Black Mirror story arc.
Yeah. Doom, the promotional giveaway. This goes up there to me with the Resident Evil promotional giveaway. This is a super tough book to find. This was a almost 10 book also at one point that we did a deep dive into. Very, very tough book to find. $320 raw. It sold for. Here's another one of those less than $500 9.8 books that I can't believe they're less than $500. Batman, Harley Quinn, the Alex Ross iconic image. Tough book to get in high grade, and if you can get a 9.8 for less than $500, that's a great buy to me. Bone number 1 is one of my all-time Grail books that I have to own at some point in my life. This is a 9.0 sold for $25.50. First print. And this is another crazy book that sold. Star Wars number 4, the 35-cent price variant, sold for an 8.0 for $1,800. Rare.
What
book.
issue does it not matter?
I think it ends at 4, right? I think 4 is the last. Is that the last one they do? 35 cents, Nate? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then issue 5 is when they start making it 35 cents?
I can't remember.
That's not the. So I think that's when the variant stops on the pricing at 35 with 4.
Oh, okay.
Next, we've got Space Adventures number 12. This is the Ditko, classic Ditko cover that Bruce Timm homaged with that famous, what is the name of that book where Bruce Timm homaged this Space Adventures cover? I forget. But another tough Bruce Timm book. But this
Outworld?
is Outworld, yeah, something like that. But this is another one of my Grail books, both those, this and the Bruce Timm. I love alien covers, and this is a classic one from 1954. Sold for $711 raw. I wish I'd have bought that. Mickey Mouse Magazine, Volume 2, Number 1 from 1936 has a killer cover. I love covers with like maps or globes on them for some reason. And old school Mickey Mouse, beautiful color on it. Just still looks good. $400 raw for that. From 1936. That's cool. And then the Wolverine 66 Michael Turner sketch. Here's another one of those books. 9.8 for less than $500. $406 on this. Beautiful. We got a couple Turner stuff to go over this week. How about this? Super Sentai number 2, a 9.6.
Wow.
Only sold for $680.
So that went down a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that's down by like $1,000.
Wasn't
this a $2,000 book?
Yeah, because I bought a 9.2 for $500 about a month ago and thought I did really well, but I would have paid more for a 9.6.
Yeah.
And 9.6 is like one of the highest grades on the census, if I'm not mistaken, too.
Yeah, it is.
Like I don't think there's a 9.8, is there?
I don't know.
Because
I actually had reached out to Phil and was telling him that I thought I got a deal, and he was talking about I think the high one that he'd sold was over $2,000.
That's the one I pressed. That's the one I pressed for him.
I think he said that in chat to me. Yep.
Yeah.
But his was what? Was it a 9.4?
I don't even know if it was 9.4, but
it was a 9.2. Okay.
I think it was a 9.2. Yeah. And then another book that we talked about recently, Black Panther number 1, the sketch variant from J. Scott Campbell. These are the con sketch variants they were doing at the time, and a 9.4 signature series sold for $1,200, which is also way down. I mean, that was a $5,000 book, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 5,000. I don't know about 5,000. It was getting there though, at 9.8.
Yeah, it was up there.
It's still it's a good buy for 9.4 Campbell. I don't think there's a lot of 9.8s out there.
Yeah. Sorry. The Nintendo, the 9.2 Nintendo Comics Valiant preview, first appearance of Mario as Mario. Not Donkey Kong. So this is a tough book. It's just like a few pages. It's usually very low grade. I have a 9.2 I bought off of John Z, and this is one of my all-time favorite books. I'll never sell that 9.2 unless I get a higher grade. Spawn number 8, The Newsstand. Another great book under $500 that I think is a great book to pick up. This is a $300 book. This is the original homage to McFarlane at McFarlane after McFarlane. He signs this. And I love that. Always a great cover. Just killer book, and The Newsstand is where it's at for this. So 9.8 for $300. Thrawn number 1. $2,000, almost 2,100 for a 9.8 for 1 in 50 Matina.
Joe, what'd you sell yours at?
$3,400.
Nice.
So it's down at least 1,400. What was the high on it? Was that the high hood?
That was the highest.
Nice.
Yeah, with everything down, getting $2,000, 2,100 for that book, doesn't seem like a bad.
Nah,
I agree.
Doesn't seem better at the moment.
Because even during COVID, like it was $2,000. You know what I mean? And then when I listed mine on eBay, I think I put 6,000 at one time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I guess I don't know. Plus, I don't know if Elon Thrawn,
right?
Looks like this Matina cover, dude.
Right, dude.
So, yeah.
Get Elon Musk to sign that shit, bro.
Wilbert says that 3 9/8 of the Sentai 2 on the census and a last sale in 2021 for a 9.6 was $6,000.
Yeah,
so it's
$6,000. Only down 90%. It's not that
yeah.
Wow.
It sold for 2021. It sold a 9.6 sold for $6,000.
God damn.
What was going on in 20? I know. I mean, I understand the market side of that, obviously, but wasn't there something going on with Power Rangers at the time?
No, I think that book came out. A lot of people didn't realize that book was the first Power Rangers.
Yeah,
but in 2021 I don't know. Was there a new Power Rangers show or some shit?
There was that there was that Netflix show where they had the original characters doing like some sort of like weird movie thing or whatever. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
But there's like 98 blue labels now. But I feel like there's not as many as there once were. You know, like once more people found out about it, probably situation.
At first, I thought the Hamilton book from the 90s was the first
a lot of people did.
Power Rangers until the Sentai came out, which I remember. I think I saw it. I think it's when Phil posted something. I think that's when I realized that.
Yeah, that was part of the flip side days.
It's not the underwear book that was the first one. I'm just joking.
Here's one of the biggest books that you can buy sub $500. Catwoman number 51 for 9.8 for $290 is crazy to me.
Oh, I like how he uses iconic.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. It is iconic.
Great cover.
Yeah, that's the cover that got me back into comics.
The Lost Numbers.
Yep. Check this out. A lot of people have been super smart, have been snatching up file cards for cheap for years. And I'm not one of those super smart people. I wish I was. But look at what these high-grade file cards sell for. An 82 Scarlet Redback file card sold for $274. An 82 original Snake Eyes Redback file card sold for $381.
I wish you could get just the cards graded.
Yes, I agree. I think you
Those
can. I bet you will be able to. No, these ones, the Redbacks aren't cut out. The Redbacks were part of the Sears send-away bags, I think, right?
Yeah, they were the baggies. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So, and you used to be able to buy these all the time on eBay, and I just never did. I was an idiot.
What G.I. Joes did we buy in San Diego? And should we be getting them soon?
We haven't got them yet. They should be getting here.
I swear it said October.
Yeah.
I might have the slip in my backpack, but it's not in this room.
They're all Hasbro. It's always a little bit later than whatever they say.
Yeah. This is crazy. This Thundercats. So I've never seen this Thundercats figure. It's the Luna Lasher Mumra.
Yeah.
It's loose. Sold for $1,569.
Yeah, there's one of like this one, and there's a different Lion-O version that came out in the later series, along with like the Driller. And those three are by far the most expensive. Loose, try and get them carded, you can get it, but they're very expensive.
Wow, man, that's nuts. All right, more G.I. Joe stuff. This blew me away. A Marauders Lowlight. Lowlight, one of the coolest G.I. Joe figures ever, by far. His voice in the cartoon, how he was so chill, and he was a sniper, made him one of the coolest characters ever. This is the Sergeant Sergeant Slaughter's Marauders variant, which they repainted them. Mint on card, $1,430. Unbelievable.
It seems crazy high to me, right?
It is crazy high, Clutch. I looked at some of the other ones, and they're like $300, $400. So, 29 bids. 29 bids.
Yeah,
this guy sold a bunch
this,
of stuff.
Between this and some of the Night Force figures, some of them
super rare. Yeah, but the Night Force ones are rare because of how they were sold. They were sold in those 3-packs, right?
The 2-packs, and they were only at Toys R Us.
2-packs, Toys R Us, So, all right. One of my all-time Grail figures is the Cobra Mortal figure, the original Cobra Mortal figure. It's an Argentina Snake Eyes figure that they made evil. They painted him chrome on part of his body, his upper body, and one arm and a leg and his head, and it is such a cool repaint. This is a loose one. It looks like he's got I don't know if those are real the real accessories that he came with, but he did come with a scarlet bow, crossbow, $900 loose for the Cobra Mortal. So Cobra Mortal, Cobra Diaco, and then there's one more where it was all white. I can't remember the all white. They were all Snake Eyes V1 repaints. Very, very cool. And then a mint on card Storm Shadow.
I was watching this one.
$1,030. Were you watching this?
Yeah, because there's one thing on the back. It actually, someone took like an X-Acto knife and cut out the flag point.
Oh.
And so, which it's okay. Because I just want to display it with the other ones, but the rest of the card, the bubble, everything looks so clean.
Yeah. I was about to say this is a $2,000 figure all day, every day, so that makes sense why it went for less.
Yeah, because going into the last day, it was sitting around 600, and it, in the final minute, it blew up from 600 to 1,000.
Wow.
That is crazy, man. That is nuts. I'm not surprised at all.
No.
All right, hold on here.
Because it's hard to get them on that nice a card with that white a figure.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see here. All right, next we have got. God dang it! Hold on. What's that? I don't know what that is. Let me get rid of that. I don't know why that's not coming up, Sean. It won't let me. It won't let me bring that up for some reason.
Kid, look at what I sent in the chat.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, but look what I sent in the Hangout, the Google chat.
In the Hangout?
Yeah. Because I just verified the sale.
Okay.
I was hoping it was yours.
All right. Hold on. I'll bring it up. All right. Next, we've got some Battle Beasts. Battle Beast Cobra, Snake Cobra. I don't know the name of this. They just go by Snake Cobra on this. It's just, I've never seen this Battle Beast sold for $200 itself. And then a lot of 4 sold for almost $200 for 4 of the Battle Beasts. So Battle Beasts are starting to take off in price again, which is amazing. All right. And then Spawn 185. All right. We got more. We've got the Kobe Series 17 NBA basketball. I think that's McFarlane, right? Isn't that a McFarlane NBA basketball, or is that a different series? I've never seen that before. Have you guys seen that?
Well, it says it's a prototype. But then
it is a prototype, but there's supposed to be 50 of them out there.
But McFarlane was doing a lot of sports figures for a good while before they relaunched. What's those Hasbro figures called again? The starting lineups.
Yeah.
Before those got launched off again.
I had a couple of his NFL and NHL figures, and it just looks like a McFarlane figure. The way it's packaged,
I think it is a McFarlane. Yeah. So that's pretty crazy. $2,300 for that. $2,350. Yeah.
But don't a lot of those prototype toys like end up selling for a lot?
I don't think
anyways?
that's a prototype, like a real prototype. I think that's a carded figure. It's carded, it's bubbled. So I got to look at that a little bit more.
And sometimes the prototypes, like you're used to seeing like a Star Wars figure, and it's a prototype and it's got different colored limbs or heads. And some of them are prototypes, and they're already packaged, but it's just like almost like an office exclusive. Like it's in the Hasbro office. Walk around, it has something on the back that shows it's like a prototype, but it's actually the figure. So it just depends on like the type.
Well, let's take a look here. So yeah, it's McFarlane Series 17 with numbered to 50. It's not a prototype. It's numbered to 50. He's got a purple jersey with 4 trophies. So that's a super rare figure.
But it's
it is a
limited to
prototype.
50.
Maybe it is a prototype. It says, man, these McFarlane figures are crazy. Some of there's that. All right, here we go. Look at this. So it could sell for a lot more. Here's one. This guy wants 7,000 for it. Yeah. MVP Purple Chase Holy Grail of McFarlane figures. So
number 0 of 50.
Yep, 0 of 50.
So there's 51 of those out there.
Yeah.
That means there's 550 of them out there.
As soon as they do a Kobe Bryant Hornets jersey, I'll buy it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Their best pick.
Where's it numbered? I don't see it numbered. Maybe he just said 0 of 50 because it's, it could be any number of 50. Oh, that's where it's supposed to be numbered. So that's the prototype. I wonder if this is the figure that he sold. Let's take a look. Yeah, I can't tell. Maybe this guy sold it,
Well, his thumb's over where the number would be anyways.
Is. No, he says 37 of 50, so it can't be this one. His is number 37. McFarlane NBA Series 17 Kobe MVP Purple Chase prototype. It's factory sample unnumbered prototype. It was purchased from a high-level executive from the McFarlane Company. The figure is brand new, unopened, and unharmed. The package is in great condition. So there you go. That's
time to start messaging some people on LinkedIn.
Yeah. All right. Next.
20 minutes into fishing with your buddy on the lake.
Hell yeah. I agree. The Sopranos action figures. This is a Wise Fellas. It's called Wise Fellas, and this is the Tony Soprano one. It sold for $345 on 24 bids, and I've never seen these. Have you guys ever seen those?
That's weird. Never seen that.
Yeah. So how about some Muscle Men? A lot of 200 Muscle Men sold for $255, and I bet you that's a pretty good deal because we've seen those sell for a lot more. So I think that's probably, you're paying a little less than $1, a little more than $1 a piece on them, And then how about a Series 1 unopened Slobulus Madball? Sold for $255.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that in a long time. Yeah.
This is crazy. Star Wars Luke Skywalker mint on card 20 back with the Boba Fett firing missile sticker on it. It says AFA, but it's not graded. It sold for $1,440.
And it looks clean. Look how white his outfit is.
Yeah. I love the 1978 remote-controlled R2-D2. It's the Takara Japanese version, or Japanese toy company put this out. They redid this smaller sized in the 2000s, and I bought. They put out a R2, and then they put out one of the black astromech droids, and they're small though instead of big. This one's big, that's on the screen here, but they're small, and they had a little remote control, so it was pretty cool. I got to find those. But this one from 1978 sold for $229.
They remade it again in like 2014, but it was like, I guess it was like mid-size.
Yeah.
The one that's voice activated.
Yeah, that one was made in like early 2000s, I think, right? Vintage 77. What do they call this? The certificate, early bird certificate. Set
mail away,
yeah, mail away set sold for $2,258. Had all the papers and the figures and the original little package that they were in. Yeah, the tray, which is very rare. Yeah. Very first Star Wars figures right there, you guys.
Because that should be a double telescoping loop.
Yeah. Yep. And check this out. Leg, you're going to love this. Thrasher Magazine, issue number 1 and 2. Issue number 1 sold for $1,270 to $5, and issue number 2 sold for $200.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
someone stole issue 2.
There's 1 and 2 comics.
Yeah, oh, bro. That's beautiful. Issue number 2 is the best one.
In my grading pile.
Yeah. And then a 1954 SI number 1 with the cards and the mailing envelope sold for $180, which is a great deal to me.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
There was a 9.6 that sold about 2 weeks ago for, I think it was like $700.
Oh, wow.
Bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That was pretty good.
But aren't there a lot of reprints for that too, as well?
Yeah.
That you have to be careful of?
Yeah.
Check out this Star Wars poster.
Foil.
Empire Strikes Back foil movie poster. 1990. It was for the reissue. I would love to own this and get this framed.
Yeah.
Badass, man. So cool. Then we got all the Mortal Kombat G.I. Joe figures. These are Mortal Kombat. They're the same G.I. Joe molds, same body styles, but they're autographed. Every single one of them autographed.
That's
cool.
Right?
That's sweet. I love that.
That is awesome, man.
By the voice actors from a cartoon, or
let's take a look.
Or just a...
Mortal Kombat Hasbro autographed by actors from the original games. So the voice actors.
Cool.
Yeah, and not only voice actors, they motion stopped actors too.
Yeah.
So
Was it basically $100
$810?
a piece? That seems like a deal.
I agree, man. That's super cool. So that's cool.
Good luck finding that again.
I know.
Good luck for any of those voice actors. And
one of the most iconic series of toys is the Superpowers toys, and it's all started with the Superpowers Superman. This is the Kenner prototype first shot Superpowers. It comes with a certificate of authenticity. It's graded loose. Very first one. $1,000.
That's pretty sweet.
Right?
Yeah.
Holy cow, is that cool, man. Test shot prototype. Absolutely cool. Beautiful. So, next we have, this is crazy. 83 Kenner Star Wars IG-88 proof card with the original Revenge of the Jedi title on it.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
It's got the Neen Nums proof of purchase figure.
Dude, how many of those are out there?
Not very many, I imagine.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing too many Revenge of the Jedi anything out there.
Probably didn't get outside of the proofs.
Yeah, I mean, imagine not.
You can find a few here and there, but especially card figures, but it's basically errors. But everything's expensive. I didn't realize the proof cards went for that much. I mean, that's a lot of money for just the proof card.
Yeah, $13.76. All right, this is cool right here. One of my all-time favorite figures, one of the toughest figures. I looked for this figure for months when it came out. I could never find it. This figure and the Hulk Spider-Man Hulk figure are my two favorite Marvel figures. This is Dragon Man from the Fantastic Four series. It's got one of the best sculpts ever of a toy. Look at that. How badass is that?
It's got to weigh like 6 pounds or something like
it's
that.
Heavy, dude. It's super heavy. Look how big the card is. I mean, that's just that must be like 5 inches right there just for the bubble.
Looks like 9.
The case is 2 figures. The case is 2 figures, right?
That's what she didn't say.
Yeah. Look at that, man. So I've seen these figures sell for $500 loose.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is carded, sold for $455. All right. Check these out. Horror from the Crypt of Fear, numbers 1 through 13, all signed by Al Feldstein. It's a fanzine for EC Comics from back in the day. And I just thought this was interesting. They're all signed. They all got the original stuff that they came in. Here's what they look like where they're signed. From his appreciative fan, Al Feldstein. So, I mean, very, very cool stuff. If you're into these, sold for almost $4,000 on 46 bids. Web of Spider-Man number 90, second print, factory error, a 9.6 CBCS 9.6, sold for $300. And as you can see, it's the hologram is off-centered. So, newsstand, gold, second print, $300. Fun and Games magazine, numbers 1 through 13 in high near mint plus grade. You guys probably seen these in going through dollar bins. They show up all the time. I buy them every time because I think they're super cool because they have DC and Marvel characters, I believe, in them. Maybe not. Maybe they're all Marvel. But here you can see, yeah, it is all Marvel. Marvel put these out. But they're super cool. Fun and Games comics. I always see that Spider-Man one right there. But that Beast one's super cool. You got an early Captain Britain appearance in a U.S. book. Pretty cool to find these in high grade and not all drawn in. So there you go. Sold for $300.
Dude, yeah, remember? I don't know when that was actually how you passed time.
Yep.
Remember, you had to drive somewhere 6 hour, like 7-8 hour drive with your parents.
Yeah,
and
crossword puzzles.
That with new freeways is about a 4.5 hour drive if you leave at the right time.
Or you had the magnet checkers and chessboards. You remember those? The little magnet chessboard. Yeah, pretty cool. All right. Speaking of Michael Turner, let me show you one of the best deals that you're ever going to see. This is Civil War #1, the 1 in 100 sketch variant by Michael Turner. It's Signature Series 9.8. It's signed by Stan Lee, John Romita, Michael Turner. I think it says Joe Simon. Let's see here. Signed by Steve McNiven, Michael Turner, John Romita, Joe Simon, and Stan Lee. It only sold for $621. How many of those guys are gone right now? McNiven's probably the only one. Turner, gone. Romita, gone. Joe Simon, gone. Stan Lee, gone. Four of those guys, four of those five. Yeah.
And they're on the front, too. That was hard to see at first.
Yeah. Look how good.
Did they all sign it the same day? If you go up to the top.
6206. Yep. No. Romita signed it on a different day. Stan Lee signed it on a different day.
They cracked it a few years later. Got it.
Yeah. Man.
Badass pencil work by Turner. Yeah, okay.
This makes me jealous. On that. Yeah.
It looks like a reputable, like a real comic seller too. Surprisingly, didn't get enough
books.
Didn't get that many bids, I guess. I don't know.
So
ended October 1st. Is that Sunday? At Sunday night? Yeah, it looks like a good
6 p.m.
Looks like it would have been a good auction. The right time, right day. Fuck.
Yep. All right, check this out. This is crazy. This sold for $865. I don't know if I could do this if I spent this much time and effort getting this done. It's a sketchbook. I always thought it was cool to take a sketchbook and go get it signed and just leave it, as like a coffee table book. So here's all the sketches in it. Let me do this. So it says that you've got it was part of an estate sale. So he doesn't even know who these are by. Let's see if we can figure this out. June of 92. I don't know who that is. Staz? Does it say Staz? I can't really tell who that is. So there's a cat. I think it's all Catwoman. No. It's all. Who's that? Doug Reese? I could be wrong. But let's see if we can figure who's that. Don't know. Jay Geldof. Travis Charest. That's pretty good. 93. Look at that. Dick Giordano. You kidding me? A Batman by Dick Giordano was in this.
So July 4th of 1992 was the Chicago Comic-Con.
Chris Sprouse from 93 at Poison Ivy. This is crazy, you guys. Hold on, there's more. You've got
so Hood
Lee
had
Weeks.
Bounce.
Yeah, Hood bounced.
Yeah, but he is kind of cool. So Dave Wilkins moved from San Diego to Texas, right? In this grand exodus of California that's happened. And he kind of messed up somebody's sketchbook because he had it to draw in because he's an artist and stuff. And so he hit me up, and knowing Hood was closer to him, dude, Hood pressed like the pages that got messed up in his sketchbook.
Oh, that's
cool. Yeah, and then Wilkins hit both of us up and was like, what kind of wizardry is this? And we're like, you know how to fix paper, dude. And I was like, that's,
Sergio Aragonis.
Shout out. And Hood, dude, he wouldn't charge him. He was just like, thanks for letting me work,
When Hood came, I tried to find out where Wilkins lived because he lives near in the same area I live in.
Oh, really?
Simonson Thor sketch.
Yeah, that's good.
I told Hood to send it to Nate so Nate could meet Wilkins. Yeah.
A Michael Linsner Dawn sketch. Like this is an estate sale find with grates in it, and it sold for $865. All these sketches. I mean, this is
kind of like this $5 things with
Ron Lim,
50 autographs I've got of Art Adams and Romita and everything else.
Steve Lieber
autograph cards.
It's crazy, bro. Look at this. I mean, Jim Lawson. I don't know who that is. Who's that? That looks amazing. Who is that? Almost looks like Frank Miller, but maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't say. Jeff Smith, Bone. Sandman, and I don't know who that is. Swamp Thing, and that looks like it could be. Isn't that what's his name? Barry Windsor? Is it Barry Windsor Smith that did Swamp Thing? Who's the famous Swamp Thing artist?
The
first Swamp Thing?
Wrightson?
Yeah, Bernie Wrightson. I think that's Bernie Wrightson's sketch right there, dude. That looks like his autograph.
That'd be fucking insane.
That's a Swamp Thing sketch with Bernie Wrightson.
Kind of signs. Oh, you know what? Yeah,
that's his signature right there.
BW, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Daryl Banks.
Yeah, that's way cooler than a freaking comic book, dude. I'm sorry, man. It's also worth like
Stan Sakai.
Oh wow,
dude, this is 806. Wow, dude. You kidding me? What a great sketchbook. $800.
Man, these things drive me crazy.
I know.
Although I have more money than I would if I saw these ahead of time.
Yeah.
And also the prices would be higher because I would have bid on them all.
This is interesting. City of Fire portfolio from 1985. Jeff Darrow and Mobius, and it's signed. I don't know what this is. I've never heard of this or seen it, but look at these beautiful prints inside. It's in French. It's out of 950 numbered. It's signed by Jeff Darrow and Mobius. And it's just tons of beautiful prints. That's a beautiful Jeff Darrow. I mean, just gorgeous. The two artists that are just whenever you think of like Mobius or Jeff Darrow, you think of the other guy from 86. Sold for $1,280. All right, this is interesting. He says it's a Max #1 rare artist proof. And it looks like the black and white, right? I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's interesting. Sold for $1,305. It says, rare artist proof variant ? I've never seen this variant edition of this comic before. I've done the best research, and I believe that this is either the glow in the dark or the black and white #1 artist proof, right? That's sold for.
They could be the same, right?
Yeah. Look how much it sold for, dude. $1,305.
So they just threw the glow in the dark in the microwave, right?
This is the back cover of it. Wow. And then this one, another max sale. This is the Wizard 1/2 with no foil on where the title should be.
Oh wow, that's wild.
And it sold for $960.
Yeah.
This is interesting. This is 10 Penny Funnies, #5 from 1977. It says published Peter Laird Fantastic Comics. 1977. This is Peter Laird before Turtles. Turtles didn't come out to the 80s.
Yeah, I think this came up on the other market report because only Paul, well, maybe you, but I thought only Paul would find this with the Peter Laird. Yeah,
this is crazy, man. Bill Tobin Jr.
I want to say it was something else that Z found.
What, in this report?
Like whatever the Laird thing was. I want to say it was something different
than this.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is crazy, man.
Since I don't know what the fuck either of them are, they kind of look the same. That's all I would say.
I wonder if he's got other stuff. Let's see here if he sold other stuff with early Peter Laird. Like, is that Peter Laird's very first published stuff? Adult Funny Pages.
I don't think it was his first.
Bobby London Simpleton.
I think we looked into this. I don't think it was
Peter Laird Fantastic Comics Group. Here's the other one right here. This
that was actually the one that I was talking about. But
yeah, this one came out in 77. This one came out in 78. 10 Penny Funnies.
Oh yeah, Z had done some research on it, and Laird used to work at it was like a paper company or something like that, where he could print out his own comics.
Wow. Dude, that's so cool. Look at these old magazines, dude.
Love them all that underground stuff, man.
Ragnarok. Here's another one sold for $260. So he must have a couple of them. 10 Penny Funnies. Peter Laird for 20. Signed by Peter Laird.
This is before. This is before my time. I would have been shopping. I was alive in the 70s, not 71. But yeah, this is the stuff that I would have picked up. Stuff was cheap. I've got a lot of like punk stuff like this that just love DIY and people's work. I've always liked people's art and just sort of look into it, especially stuff like this when it's not. It's technically published, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, this is cooler than like first published because you're not gonna. These are so rare. These are like self-published early. Basically, that's what it is. It's just like Yi said, if Z looked into it and said that he worked at this printing plant and they gave him the ability to print his own stuff, there can't be very many of these out there. We got to get Peter Laird on the show to ask him because this is cool.
Yeah.
And to expand on Leg's point, like all my friends that created zines and stuff like that, I saved them. I saved them all.
Yeah, I've got a good amount. Yeah. Or not, yeah, but and I didn't have any friends that did it. We just showed up. But I got a box full of boxes of flyers, zines, stuff like that. I want to do an Instagram series on it. Yeah. You'll be able to tell the bands that toured more like IE area of Southern California. LA too, but we weren't. That was a little further for us.
There's another one.
To be honest, when you started going, I was getting permission in high school.
Yeah.
They were and this wasn't that long after like LA riots. My dad, having never lived there, wasn't a place that he wanted me necessarily to go as just out there because all he knows was like TV stuff. Although we're from Stockton, that's way better. But so Yeah, so it was stuff like that. It was great to travel around.
Yeah.
As much as I could in a car.
Man, I think this is such a cool thing. This is why I love those creator first and stuff like that. So, Barbaric Fantasy #1, Peter Laird, first comic, 1972, signed. Look at this. This is it, right? Look at that. That's it right there.
That is fucking sick.
That's sweet.
I love it. The same guy.
1988. Gak, A Blast from the Past. Peter Laird.
That's fucking rad.
Oh, his turtle remark is way better than Eastman's.
Yes, it is. Look at this, man. #1.
And I love how it was just in a box for so long that somebody sold this thing and they wrote the price.
Yeah.
And honestly, unless do you think it was pre-autograph and literally that meant 50 cents, or do you think it's post-autograph and that meant $50? Because either way it's written on there, and there would have been a bag and a board at any time for this. I mean, you can tell it's probably more mag sized. I'm just going by the dimensions I'm looking at, I think.
There you go.
I like how it's stapled together.
It is.
Oh, yeah. Paper cutter and staples, baby.
Yeah. This is one of the coolest things ever, man.
Are you going to add this to your list?
Damn right I am.
Yeah, Barbaric Fantasy.
Yeah.
Dude, that is sick. What did I go for?
It sold for $960, dude,
back
in July.
Okay.
Wow. That's amazing. Ultimate Fallout #4, the Djurjevic, sold for $2,000. Let's take a look and see what we think here.
See a big spine tick by his right, by the elbow. Compress this book pretty easily, but not that.
Couple spine ticks, yeah.
So did someone finally open their Five Below pack? Is basically what happened.
Probably, yeah. Supposedly, people are finding these in Walmart packs, right?
Oh yeah, that's what Ronnie was saying.
Yeah, somebody was saying that people are finding UF4s in the new Walmart packs, but I don't know if that's true. Yeah.
Who's saying that?
Ronnie.
But I had seen
Comics
also
World, Florida.
So if you find the 7 for $10 packs of comics at Walmart, they're from that certain time era or whatever, and then
crunched.
But other people have been showing that they've been pulling like 1 in 500s and 1 in 1000s.
Jeez,
this thing's crunched, man. Absolutely crunched.
So definitely came from a Walmart pack then.
Yeah. And finally,
maybe
one of the rarest Spawn books ever. This is a 9/6 Spawn 185, the Whilce Portacio sketch variant. Sold for $17,100 on 64 bids.
And that was, a couple hours ago?
Yep. Damn.
All right. So if you see, I've still posted more stuff on this in the Google chat. Mm-hmm. I did some screen caps because I'm with the so I fucking think this is legit, dude.
Yeah.
I really. Yeah,
because you just 130 point to see what the final sell was.
Yeah, but also, so I put if you look in there, I posted the GPA on it. I highlighted the things. I put a JPEG in there. So is that how it shows up? Oh, okay. So the last.
Here's the
It's hard to see.
Yeah, you got let's see here, 8 total.
898,
6 universal,
2 or 6 series, so 6 and 4.
33 total on the census.
Yeah. So 33 total, but if the GPA is a little more telling. Yeah. So 2750 was the last 9.8 sale, and that was December 2013. There hasn't been a 9.8 sale in 10 years that has been shown here. I've never. I knew this existed, kind of. I've never seen this. I've seen the. So that's it. I've seen the. Is it 186?
I heard somebody walked into a comic shop with a short box of these. Just saying.
Yeah, man. Probably not. So we've got that. So we've got, and I mean the 3,000 plus 9.8 for the McFarlane, which is the headless variant.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That hasn't seen light of day in a couple years. The sketch for the 9.6, 3,800 was the last sale. That was 2019. So I'm looking at the sketch. There's in 2021, 9.4 sold for 5,700, and in 2018, a 9.2 sold for 2,800, 9.0 for 1,200 in 2013. So I think we got a legit fucking Spawn bidding war going on this thing, and I think it's a real sale. Also looked at the seller. Looks pretty legit. I don't see looks like a comic dealer amongst other things, but also seems to specialize in rare books by looking at what they've sold and what's listed on their page. So the bidding, there's enough unique bidders. I think it's been going for a week, and dude, I think the Spawn guys pulled their dicks out tonight, and this is what happened. I think this is a legit sale, man. So
did Jesse? Wow. I see Rainin 3 saying something where Jesse posted a picture of him holding this. Did Jesse sell this?
A 9.8.
A 9.8 of this. Jesse hasn't sold a 9.8 of this. What? Holy cow!
He said he posted a pickable. I don't know.
Wow, where did he post that? Where did he?
Jesse,
post
where
that?
you at, bro?
Yeah, Jesse, where you at, man?
In the background, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Congrats, Doc Joe, if you bought this.
Show yourself.
But, yeah, congrats, Doc Joe, if you bought this, but it's not a 9.8.
That's funny, dude. That's funny.
Yeah, so I don't know, man, because I can't find anything else to come for sale. I did only check GPA. I didn't check cover price yet.
The end game is considered like the best Spawn books ever, right? Those 180s, that end game run is like the best.
Yeah,
yeah,
like 8 issues or something.
Yeah,
and 185 have generally been. So there's I'm trying to remember what's the number. There's one that they say is the rarest, but it doesn't sell for as much as that. No. This is the rarest for 185 by a lot.
Oh, okay.
But there's 212, 221, something.
The Kudransky one. Yeah.
I don't want to get his name.
Yeah.
Always
Tom
gonna say it
Kudransky.
wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesse said he sent me a text. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got.
All right, Jesse. Pull yours out.
Oh wow!
But this is also a low print run of the run for Spawn too, right? This 185 area. I forget where.
This is low. They're printing like 10,000 of these or something like that.
Wow. There you go.
Dang, look at that. Pretty book.
Yep. There's a 9.8 of it right there.
So
but where is it now?
Cover price has raw sales. Cover price has a raw sale in 2018 for $3,850. 2019 $1,000, which somebody just probably didn't know what the fuck they're doing. They've got a raw for $3,550 in 2019. So cover price. So this 3,000 something raw.
What do you mean Doc Joe's wrench got removed? There's no way his wrench could have been removed. Let me look. He might not have a wrench on Stein's. If he didn't have a wrench, it might have been on Stein's thing, and I just need to add him. So, Doc Joe, your wrench shouldn't have been removed. So,
that Capullo headless price is down. That pisses me off. I've had two sitting here to clean for so long, and I've been lazy about it.
Yeah, they're all down, man. They're all down.
That's another good point.
Yeah,
but it gets down to where it sucks when you look something up that's in your grading pile, and then you're like, "Ooh, oh, it's not worth it. It's not worth my time." Those are the times that it sucks.
Yeah. Well,
I think we all amazing, have a closet full of missed windows here. So
17 grand, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah. But you know what? Now that dude's got it, and whoever the second place doesn't have it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And the person in second place will pay $30,000 for the next copy, I guess.
Good stuff, man. Great market report tonight, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we do things around here. And then let's see here. We are 2 hours and 45 minutes in. We're going to end before 3 hours, you guys. Woo! All right. So I want to remind everybody, this weekend, NYCC, New York Comic Con 2023. Make sure you guys check out the links in the description for Big Clutch's eBay sale. I will put that in the description. And also make sure you guys stop by and say hello to Clutch. Who else is going to be there? So Clutch is going to be there. Nate's going to be there. Mel V's going to be there. Drew from Wanted Comics. Bird City. Hive's going to be there. So you guys, there's
Vintage Comics and Toys.
Filth from Vintage Comics and Toys.
Mel V's going for a few days. You see him wandering around.
Yep. So make sure you guys.
I needed to point out that I put on a matching hat just for Drew.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, what will match my Wanted Comics shirt? So I know he'd want me to give a big shout out to UCLA and be happy, you know.
That blue's popping.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Looking good. Look good on me, Drew.
Well, I know that all those guys are going to be out there and they're going to all be enjoying themselves in the after hours. So make sure you guys say hello to them and find out where the after hours hangouts are. Clutch, make sure you find. I'll make sure to have those guys text you to figure out so you can hook up with all of them. You're going to be with Drew for most of the time, anyways, right? So I imagine.
We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be busy with. You're going to be
Drew's
busy
got his
with
wife, dude. We'll see what he's like.
Drew's got the birthday weekend at New York, so.
Oh.
Family time.
Yeah.
But Matt DeVoe will be there with Cover Price.
Yeah, Matt DeVoe.
Cover Price going to be there.
So, all right, let me put Big Clutch's stuff in there.
Hey, so, Hive and Nerdy Girl, I think, are going to have. Tilla's got an extended version.
I want to talk about that before we leave. Yeah.
Okay. So I talked to Mr. Vinny this morning, and they're going to have its extended extra pages version with a little bit different cover. Mm-hmm. So I guess those of us in the first 100 copies have ash cans.
Mm-hmm. Well, so we're going to talk about that. This is how we're going to end the show. We're going to end the show this way because I don't know if I'm happy about this, man. And this is the type of stuff that happens. You know, you figure this out as you go, and when something doesn't work or it doesn't work well, you know, you let people know. And I think Vinny talked to me about this and had maybe mentioned something like this. And I told him, I said, if he was going to do it, make sure he makes it, special to NYCC. Right. And so he, like Leg said, they're changing a couple things, for NYCC, different, people on the cover. And then might be different interiors, I think you said, Leg?
I think he said he added 12 pages.
Okay, so they might have added 12 pages to it. Here's the thing. They shouldn't have done this. If you're a retailer, don't ever do this. Just make something new. At least make a new cover. You know what I mean? Don't ever make it questionable to where the people that got the one in San Diego feel like they may have not got that. Now they don't have something more special. It's smart how he did it. You know, if he said, hey, we had to do it this way, you know, we just didn't have time to make something new. And if that's the case, I believe he said that was the case, but I'm not 100% sure. I was hoping to get Vinny on tonight, but I totally spaced. So we'll get Vinny on and Tilla to talk about this, hopefully. Maybe we'll try to get him on Saturday night. We'll see if we can get him to jump in on a phone thing for Saturday night. We'll see. But yeah, I think that if you're a retailer or anybody out there that wants to make, you know, variant comics and stuff, try and not do this if you don't have to. You always want people to think that they have something special, you know, and that what you're putting out at some other con doesn't, quote unquote, devalue what they have. because I saw a lot of people asking. As a matter of fact, I think there might be some people that asked. Nerdy Girl was posting it, I think, and some
Her
people
and Hive are
asked.
going to be the ones that have the copies.
Yeah, here we go. This is it right here. Somebody said, "Can't wait for the movie." Lol. Is this good or bad for the SDCC version? Out of curiosity. So that's one of the first questions. And Hive responded, the SDCC one will always be the first. If anything, this brings more attention to that one. And yeah, to a point, but I don't ever do that if you don't have to. That's what I'll say. It's a learning process, and I think Vinny and Tilla are just doing great things with blank canvas no matter what. Tilla is I think Tilla is going to be one of those guys that we talk about, like, of great artists. I think there's a couple of guys that we have spotlighted on Beyond Wednesdays that are going to be like that. I really think Art by Fitz is going to be considered one of those great artists. I think Tilla is going to be considered one of those great artists. There's guys out there that you can tell are just their drive and what they're doing is so different. And they've got just such good ideas that I think they have a real good chance to be like I'm not necessarily saying they're going to be as big as David Cho, but for the collectible aspect, right? Those early David Cho comics are really, really popular and collectible because of what he became, and he kind of did those rare comic books early on. So I would love to see Tilla do. I love to see anything Tilla does. So I hope that they're
gonna have another book also.
Yeah, and they are gonna have another book also. So
I don't know. I don't know I know the title. I'm not gonna say anything, but I don't know the details. I don't know the limitations. I don't know who's gonna have it. I don't know anything except that there is gonna be a new product as well.
Good. That's
all I know is you should scan all the QR codes.
There you go. So that being said, NYCC is going to be a big deal, you guys. We're going to be talking about it all that week and probably the week after. The Hot 10 Comics on the House of Stein is probably going to be talking about a lot of NYCC books for the next couple of weeks, just like it was at San Diego. And if there were books that I would suggest you find at NYCC this week, I think the television stuff is one of them. I think that the EM Gist stuff is another one. That Granov Ahsoka.
NYCC is next weekend.
It's next weekend? It's not this weekend?
No, it's next weekend.
I apologize. It's next week.
No, but everybody's leaving, dude. So Fletch leaves on Monday.
Yeah.
That's why he's still sitting here with us.
Oh. But then you also have a lot of people already selling variants before the con.
That's another thing that's bullshit. What the hell? Anyways, I'm just.
But that's Saturday talk.
Yes, that's Saturday talk. So we'll see if we can get Vinny and Television on Saturday night.
I'm showing up Saturday.
Hell yes. And you guys are always.
I'll be in, but I'll be here.
You guys, all three of you guys, anybody, we appreciate you guys so much. So thank you guys for hanging out with me and doing this. Appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. And thank you to all the people in the live. Appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. All 80 of you that hung out with us live, thank you so much. Check out the description. Check out the links in the description. And tomorrow night, live Bogcast. Friday night, the OG, the original, the only Hot 10 comic show that you guys should be watching every Friday night on the House of Stein. We'll see you guys later. Adios.